It's time to start the show. The gang is ready. Let's go. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam. Jim and Sam.
Now, if any of you sons of bitches got anything else to say, now's the fucking time!
Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. It's time to celebrate the moment. I feel it in my soul. It's written in my bones so deeply. I wanna lose control. So turn it up a little more and laugh along with me. The show is about to begin. Series 103. Yeah, so get ready. Yeah, I'm so ready. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Sing it like, hey, are you ready? Jim and Sam are here. Feel it like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. So if you feel it like I do, you gotta sing it with me too. Like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, I really wish people would stop sending me messages asking me why I was so angry in a bagel shop.
I did get a lot of Instagram comments about why didn't they just give Jim his bagels?
That was I just literally this morning, I guess, when did it come out? Part 2?
Part 2 came out right after part 1.
I
It
didn't
just
see.
go.
I hadn't seen part 2. Okay, was
Part-
that the beginning of it or the end of it?
That's the end.
That was after the guy threw him down.
Yeah. Yeah, part 2 is not nearly as good as part 1. That's just why it didn't
Right.
go as crazy as part 1. Man, I really thought, I could have sworn, if you asked me up until yesterday morning, if you asked me what was going to be the video of the week, I said, there's no way you're going to beat family fights each other
Absolutely.
at Disneyland. I was like, there's no way. You have a family kicking the shit out of each other in the middle of Toontown. You're never going to beat that. I would have given it the month.
Yeah,
and
or
it's
the other
beginning of
guy.
July.
The other guy was also a big one. The fucking the guy who was talking to the black guy about calling the cops. Another
Right,
popular
Condo
video.
Chris. I said to have in a single week, Condo Chris and family gets in a
Yeah.
fight at Disneyland. I was like, you're not beating any of those. I think you're solid for the month.
It can't be. There's not another video of bad behavior.
Right.
Like, which, by the way, is every popular video now is people fucking up.
It's the best.
That's every video is people fucking
It's
up.
the best. I was like, yeah, and there's always, when these videos come out, there's always people that are sympathetic. You know, they go like, you caught this person on a bad day, or I wouldn't like it, all of my worst moments caught
Sure.
on film, or. But you know, you gotta take each case by case
Right.
scenario, and in this one that we're going to talk about today, I couldn't garner up any sympathy for the man featured in it. He did it to himself.
You know, I did. Yes and no.
You got to know how to behave like a human being.
He was very hateable. However, the things he's talking about, and he says little things like the lip biting and the snick.
You think it's happened to him?
He gets laughed at.
He does.
And he's tired of. He's got no luck with women, and he's having a bad day.
Well, luckily, nobody's laughing at him anymore, right? Luckily,
it went away. No one's. How many views has this got? It's probably,
I mean,
probably close to 1,000 views.
Oh, this is our video. Sorry.
Luckily, yeah, his problems haven't been exasperated.
Probably close to 1,000 views.
Yeah.
So I'm going through, and I mean, this was everywhere yesterday. The real winners here are the Bagel Boss in Long Island.
Yeah, they are.
The store is called the Bagel Boss. So the original.
Oh boy, that's a few more than I thought.
Okay, the original has 18.1 million views.
Oh, thank God.
And that's not even taking into account all of the ripoffs of it. You know, because so many people, I'm sure, just downloaded off the original Twitter account that it came out on and posted on their own Twitter account. So you're definitely looking, I would guess, over the course of 24 hours, somewhere in the 22 to 25 million range of views.
Yeah.
A
little shirt. Look at his little shirt.
Well, it's so small. It's not supposed to be that long.
It's a
but
diminutive shirt.
his torso is so short. It's not supposed to fall that low on the waist, but his torso is shorter than, you know, the average male that it's designed for. His shorts that the man's wearing, see how far below
Yep.
the knee they go? They're not supposed to go that low, but you know what happened? his legs are little too.
I bet he had been striking out on dating site, and I think the woman had probably caught her biting her lip or smirking over him like he's a child. He caught her making some kind of look and just exploded.
He threw a temper tantrum. They went to the this bagel store, Bagel Boss in Long Island, who, by the way, have celebrated so much. I think they posted a tweet or something that said anybody that comes in and mentions this video gets a free mini bagel, which is going to cost them a lot of mini bagels.
Bagel Boss is delicious.
It is, but
Is it a chain?
Yeah, it's a chain.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Wow. They're having a great day.
Who is this guy?
They are having a great day. This guy, he's clearly a Long Island guy. He sounds like he's a Long Island guy.
Yeah. He acts like he's a Long Island guy.
He acts like he's a Long Island guy. How tall would you say he is?
5 feet. He said something about, he says his height.
5 foot even.
He says something about 5 feet. They say things like you should be dead. Like this guy's probably been tortured on dating sites.
Let me tell you something.
He gives it away early what's got to him, and you kind of feel bad for him.
I don't.
I felt bad for his life. Like he's being a dick, but I was like, oh.
But you know what? He doesn't just get made fun of for being short. It's not like this is the first time he's gotten over angry. He's a dickhead.
He might be a dickhead,
So
but this is by the way, this is network. This is I'm as mad as hell.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like in real life.
This is the culmination.
This is what it looks like when it's not scripted by Patty Chayefsky.
Yeah.
This is how people explode.
But this is the culmination of all this. He's been a dickhead the whole time. However, I will tell you, this is exactly why when I was a kid and I was short and the doctor said you probably won't get past 5'1", I was like 12
Right.
and I started doing HGH because I realized the life of a shrimp adult male
Yeah.
is nothing I want to experience. I said, if I get made fun of in school for being short, imagine being an adult. You go into, even if you're like a super powerful guy, you go into a business meeting, you got a suit on, you could be the boss. The minute you leave, everybody's making fun of you for being a little guy.
It's like Pacino or Tom Cruise, who are not tall guys. But it's amazing how people will say, like, no one knows that. But when people say I met him, like, yeah, he's shorter than I thought he was. Like that,
Immediately.
no one is ever happily shorter. No one's ever like, dude, it's so good. Oh my God, she was shorter than I thought.
Well, it's okay for girls to be short, I think.
Yeah, it's true, but
Because that can be cute. Some people like
I
that.
guess
It's, not,
so,
it's not the
sure.
worst thing in the world.
or he's short. Yeah, just the idea of being shorter than expected is never a good thing.
Right. Even if you don't, you hear that conversation when they're talking about right. Even if you don't, you hear that conversation when they're talking about actors. Oh, did you know? Like that's the third trivia that comes up every time. Within the top 3 trivia remarks, he's actually really short.
And
you wouldn't think.
They've done things on how many presidents have won that were taller.
Yeah, of
And it's
course.
almost all of them.
Of course.
Who are taller. There is something visually. We're apes. We just look at the taller person, and that's the person we kind of defer to.
That's the authority figure. I trust that person.
Yeah.
We go back to being kids when we look at adults as being big.
Yeah.
So once we become adults and somebody who's smaller than us is telling us what to do, we go, how would you know?
Yeah, what are you doing?
How would you, what are you playing? Like, what are you playing pretend?
And then there's guys like El Chapo, which I think even means shorty,
Yeah.
where the lack of height is their power. Like the fact that he runs a cartel.
That helps.
But you're such a fucking. Sometimes those little guys who run powerful organizations are very feared too, because there's nothing scarier than an angry little guy.
Sometimes that's what motivates them to be such fierce
Sure.
leaders, right?
An angry little fella.
You don't want to mess with an angry little. Well, sometimes it's okay to mess with angry little fellas.
Imagine if that bagel guy had the ability to have your head cut off.
Dude, the whole store would. If that little guy had El Chapo power, that entire bagel store would be on fire.
Dude, he would have burned them. He would
Burned them
have
all.
had his guys shoot them.
Yeah. The store would have been blown to
Except for the
smithereens.
woman who laughed at him. He would have done her last.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
now you see what you did?
Yeah. He would have made her watch, and then he would have started cutting off her fingers.
Let me watch this
But
video. 'cause I wa-
unfortunately, he doesn't have that kind of power.
He certainly does
No,
not.
he does not.
Catch it where he says 5 feet. He says his height and that they laugh at him on dating sites.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
God.
So this little fella, he looks like he's probably in his late 40s, early
Yeah, he's
50s,
probably
maybe.
50. Yeah, 45.
40, but yeah, somewhere between 45 and 51. And he's ordering bagels, and he's obviously in some kind of a mood because he said something.
The girl, I think he caught the girl smirking at him over him. He caught her smirking, or he said the lip bite. Like he caught somebody giving a look, and he just has had it.
And he looked at this girl, and he blamed her for every girl that's ever looked at him like a goofball.
He exploded.
And then it just didn't get any better.
You're great women. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites. You should be dead"? That's okay.
By the way, you never. Sorry, I don't want to keep interrupting.
No, we can interrupt.
When you throw down your newspaper and you put your arms out like, that's never. You. No one 6'1" does that.
No.
Stop throwing your paper down. Damn, that's like a Little Rascals move.
Especially because when he pushes his fist towards the ground, he looks like he's about to start the Lollipop Guild dance.
That's exactly.
We represent.
That's exactly what he looks like. Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Damn it.
Yeah, because it highlights the fact that your limbs are shorter than the average limb.
That was really throwing the paper down was the best. That was a 1940s movie move.
That's also, this is the moment that you know we've already gone too far. When he's sitting there and he's blaming the girl in the bagel shop for the women on dating apps not giving him the time of day. They're not related.
They had it back and forth, obviously. He probably said something about her appearance, and she says, who knows? I don't know how. I can't even speculate, but on dating sites, you should be dead.
The girl who filmed this said that she looked up, smiled at him, and asked what he wanted, and he took that as a smirk, and like, you're making fun of my height.
I get that.
Oh, wait, the girl behind the counter?
No. Yes, the girl behind the counter smirked at him.
And so he started saying something to the girl behind the counter, and that's when the girl who's filming says, why do you degrade women?
And then he goes,
it's okay for them to say I should be dead.
And by the way, that's never happened.
On dating sites?
I don't think anybody said, you're only 5 feet tall, why don't you just die?
Exactly, that's never happened.
Someone said, kill yourself. Or you should be. Someone has said that.
Probably because of his temper.
Maybe, yeah.
Or he said something like, what do you think? I should just kill myself? And somebody said, yeah, just go for it.
Go for it.
Either that or he was trying to date that girl who's got that HBO doc about her now, who sent her boyfriend all those texts.
Yeah.
Oh, the Boston girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a great documentary.
What a fucking rotten person. What a cunt.
Well, did you watch part 2, Travis?
No.
Yeah, there's a lot more to the story than was
Well, I don't
reported.
think she should have went to jail either.
No, there's a lot more to...
Okay, well, I'll watch it.
We could talk about it.
Yeah, no, I'll watch it, man. I didn't even know it was a documentary.
Yeah. Part 2, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
I don't want to distract from the man who earned himself the attention of the day.
What's it called, do you know?
No, but it's right on the top of HBO.
Okay.
Go, you'll see it.
You're great women. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites. You should be dead"? That's okay.
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip.
That's where you know it's real.
That's
with the
real.
biting lip.
The biting lip. He's tired of getting laughed at and being. Like, I don't hate this dude, man. Like, I get he's being a dick, but he's just exploding the smirk. He probably thinks she's cute.
But he doesn't just get laughed at for being short. He probably acts like a tough guy.
He might.
And when
He's
you
probably
walk
over paranoid.
Yeah, when you walk
Maybe.
around acting like a tough guy.
That's true.
And you're this guy. Like, it's funny
He
watching
probably
this
could
guy.
use a couple sit-ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
I'm saying like he's not in the best shape.
Sometimes when you're taller and you ingest all the calories, there's more room for them to spread out. And unfortunately, he eats like he's 6 foot, even though he's 5 foot.
He's a diminutive man. He doesn't have socks on.
And it does collect in the belly.
Yeah.
But he was
He's
having
just
a
had
healthy
it.
breakfast.
Travis, you were able to document what the breakfast was?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was a whole wheat bagel with 1 egg white and Swiss cheese.
He's trying to lose the weight.
That's what his bagel was?
Yeah.
He's trying to. You know why he's trying to lose the
Whole
weight?
wheat.
The girls probably make fun of his gut too.
That's right.
They probably make a little bit fun of him. But you know what? I also think, I don't think that the meals stop at breakfast in the morning. I think there's an in-between meal snack between breakfast and
You
lunch.
think that was first breakfast?
I think there might be
How do you
second
know what he
breakfast.
Because they said
Yeah,
it.
it was in one of the articles.
Do you know
Oh, yeah, this
Because he
case,
placed an
by
order.
the way, has been very well documented.
when you fuck with someone who's short? Like there's a story from many years ago. My friend Dean, who is now dead, was 17. He was in a roller rink, and there was a dwarf in the roller rink. So my friend Dean did the thing where he was behind the guy, and he did his own, like he put his hand like he was saluting to say his own height, and then in his stomach to make fun of the height of the other guy, and the guy saw him do it. So the guy turned around on skates and skated up to my friend and threw him up against the banister, and he goes, "Meet me in the bathroom." And he's like, "What? No, I didn't do anything." He goes, "Meet me in the bathroom." And my friend's like, "No." And the guy went, spit on him. Fucking spit on him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that this guy, you don't get made fun of to that degree just for walking around being short.
Probably not.
This guy, And you also don't go from, oh, I'm just a mild-mannered, happy-go-lucky, easy-to-get-along with dude to now I'm going to threaten everybody in this bagel store. His day-to-day is not the most pleasant.
But
There's no way.
he knows his threats aren't even taken seriously.
They shouldn't be.
I know, and he knows that.
But don't make those threats then. I mean, what are you doing?
There's nothing worse as a man, though, when you're angry and someone's like, oh, what?
You think he's probably been in that position, you think, with women before?
Yeah.
When they're like, hey, listen to me. And they okay, what do you want?
Yeah.
What should I listen to?
Yeah.
Fuck your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss.
We do see, though, rewind a little bit. We do see as he starts to, so this is when the guys start to get involved and say, relax. He sees the levels of authority as God, and then his dad, and then his boss.
He's right.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Three entities who are disappointed in him.
Yeah. You think he's seen his boss kind of laugh like, okay, who's the short guy thinks he's going to be in charge here.
Somebody wants to be the boss. He's a forklift operator. He needs a little boost.
Yeah.
Little guy.
I mean, you can't, if you walk around acting like a tough guy and you're not a tough guy and people laugh at you because you act like a tough guy even though you're not, that's not the people's fault. If you're not a tough guy,
right, don't
act like a tough guy.
Right.
I mean, you can't, not everybody gets to be a tough guy. Believe it or not, physically, I'm not the toughest guy.
I find that hard to believe.
I know,
but you have the power of repulsing people.
That's true. So I avoid these situations.
You threaten to hug them and they're like, all right, whatever you want.
But it's like when you run your mouth so much, people are just like, all right, I don't want nothing to do with this guy. And then occasionally you get called out.
And you get humiliated when you do get called out. Because most people don't want to get in a fight.
Right, they don't.
But sometimes people are like, I
have an issue with the other guy, too.
Yeah.
Tremendous issue.
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right, let's keep it moving.
Think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you.
That's one of my favorite parts. Hit pause.
I'm not scared of you.
When he chest bumps him, except he hits him in the waist with his chest. Like,
that guy is very big.
He steps up to him and he chest bumps him. The little guy pushes his chest right in this big guy's face. And it's hilarious for a couple reasons. Number one,
look at his little tippy toes.
He's on his tiptoes.
Oh, he's on his little tippy toes.
I didn't notice that.
He's on his little tippy toes. Oh, no.
He's on his tiptoes, but his chest makes contact with the guy's waist, even on his tiptoes.
Yeah, you know why? By the way, this guy, the short guy is a little full of it too, because he knows that guy's not going to fight him.
That's the other thing.
He also knows he won't probably get his ass kicked.
When you're little, you know that most people aren't going to beat up the little guy, so you can run your mouth.
Yeah.
The other thing is that with the girl that's framing this video, because she's trying to get the short guy in the shot, the short guy is so short that you get his entire head-to-toe body in the video, but the guy that he's threatening, you can't see. You can only see his
up
chest.
To his elbows,
you don't even see his head. It looks like the nanny in Muppet Babies.
Yeah, or Jack and the Beanstalk. He's a giant man.
Yeah, you never see the actual face or shoulders or anything like that.
It's good.
I like. I'm sorry.
No, it's good when if somebody knows how to choke somebody out, like this, where a guy's just running his mouth and being an asshole and chest bumping. When you choke somebody out, you're not really hurting them. You're just stopping them.
Subduing.
Yeah.
I like when he's telling the guy to shut up, and he says, "You're not God or my father
or
my boss
or my boss."
like he stops his thought. And then he decides to tack another one on
In
there.
case the boss is listening.
Right.
Or my boss, because actually he is authority figure too.
Yeah, let's be factual here. If my boss told me to stop, I guess I would. He is the boss after all.
Yeah.
It's the best.
You know what he does for a living?
What?
No, I don't know.
No,
Do you know?
I don't know.
I want to know about. I do want to know about this guy, but I don't want to see him get in trouble. I'm just dying to know what his life is like.
This is another guy that he doesn't need to get in any trouble whatsoever. He's become an international star.
He has, and he shouldn't. He shouldn't.
People
get in
know him
trouble.
the world over today.
He's the bagel guy.
Yeah, he can't. Can you imagine the little angry man walking around his neighborhood?
Oh, he's got a little hat on now.
First of all, He can't get his morning bagel. That's for goddamn sure.
Everyone knows who he is in the neighborhood.
He's going to have to get Uber Eats because you see this guy in a bagel store. You know, honestly, he should set up a little business for himself and just do meet and greets in bagel stores. Would you want to get a photo with him in a bagel store this week?
Yeah, I really would. That's a great idea.
Right?
I wonder if he goes back and if he went back and apologized, would they still serve him? If he went back in and goes, "Look, I was completely crazy. I'm sorry." You never know what the business would do because it's been so good for the business.
They might serve him, and then he'd flip out again.
Eventually,
This is eventually probably within the week. This isn't a guy who's only done this once.
I hope he doesn't do it again to try to get another viral video.
That'd be great. He's just a flip out guy, like Network.
But he's bad the next time.
When they're trying to get Howard Beale to flip out every week because it's good for ratings. He should put out a T-shirt and it's going to have his face on it, and the top says, "You're not God," and then his face, and then "or my father," and then on the back it'll say
"or my boss."
Yeah,
that's great.
He's not going to go back to Bagel Boss though.
No.
What about a different?
They're giving out free mini bagels if you mention this video.
Based on him being an asshole.
Oh my God! I didn't even connect the mini to his height.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he's a little guy.
And they don't make mini bagels. They're making them specially for this guy.
They saw how
Jesus, that's like if he was black and they gave out only pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
They saw how
I didn't make that connection.
They saw how much it bothered him, and so they decided to rub his face in it.
they love the publicity. Bleh. The publicity that they're getting.
It's a tough word.
Love it.
It's great.
I didn't even catch that.
Yep.
They don't make mini bagels?
No, they just make regular bagels.
People are definitely going to Bagel Boss today, hoping that they get just because they want to get a look. Oh, I wonder if that was mine, because they probably look similar if it's a chain. I wonder if that was my Bagel Boss. Oh, I should go to Bagel Boss today. Who knows what's going to happen?
We'll definitely have his name by Monday.
I'm surprised we don't already. It's probably out there somewhere.
No, everything I've checked, Twitter, everything. I can't.
It'll come out.
I'm sure it'll be out today.
I'm just curious what he does.
Me too.
Yeah, where does he work that his boss tells him what to do under his father and God?
Or my boss.
Or my boss. Okay, now we know you're gainfully employed. Okay, let's go back to it.
You shut up too. No, go ahead and attack me, Dick.
Oh.
And the guy attacked him.
I just wanted bagels.
That's the other T-shirt. I just wanted bagels. A picture of the guy. So what happened was the guy goes, "Hey, shut up!" And then he goes, "You shut the fuck up! What did you just come on and attack me?" And this giant guy, or maybe he's just average height and he just looks giant next to this little fella. He rushes him, pushes him down to the ground, subdues him, and it looks like in the last frame of the video, I think he pulls his T-shirt over his head.
By the way, this is what I don't like about that guy who tackled him.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this guy's asking for it and he's being a complete dick.
He literally says, "Attack me."
But if that's the fucking guy from the Disney fight, is that fucking tough guy running over and grabbing him?
Pink shirt guy or white shirt guy?
The guy who tackled him.
Pink shirt? No, I'm saying
the guy in the blue.
Disney fight video.
Oh, you're saying that if pink shirt guy was short guy
is exploding in that bagel store, people would tell him, "Hey, calm down, man, relax, man." But would this guy run over?
But
and
that's also assessing the situation. I mean, he knows that he can stop this problem. He probably knows that he can't stop pink shirt guy.
No, but that's
fair.
It is, but yeah, it's self-preservation.
He's also not beating him up.
No, he's not.
No, I know that, but he didn't have to tackle him. The guy wasn't physically threatening anybody; just being a dick.
No, but he was really going after everybody.
Yeah, I guess.
And sometimes you just have to stop.
I just don't like. It's again, I've said this many times, but it's why I don't scream at old people in the street, because I wouldn't scream at the guy from Disney. So I'm not going to be a fucking tough with a little old lady and then be a fucking pussy when I
Are you comparing this little bagel guy to a little old lady? He wouldn't like that if you heard that.
You're probably right. No, I'm comparing him to the guy at Disney.
And if a little old lady...
Or some of the characters at Disney.
Yeah, maybe. Chip and Dale.
What?
Okay. Just little. They're little. You know, they're smaller. Maybe the mice from Cinderella.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Okay. Jiminy Cricket.
I don't know Disney characters.
These are the small ones. These are the
Oompa Loompa?
Yeah, it's not Disney, but it works.
That's true. I was just saying because it's topical.
It works.
If you chest bump somebody like that, is that assault?
You know what? That is true. He did chest pump a guy. And I mean, assault. Come on. It's cute. No judge would give you it.
You could.
You contacted
See, the kid throws a rattle. Is it assault?
If the cops came, you could have them cuff him for assault, but there's no way he would get assault charges. But yes, you could claim assault.
So you could, I guess.
Sure,
But you're right. He
it's
did
physical
chest bump. You
contact.
know what? He did physically contact somebody.
And he was saying, meet me outside. You want to attack me?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
It goes back to this thing of, you're right. Big guys shouldn't attack small guys, but at the same time, small guys shouldn't try to pick fights with big guys.
Also very true. You're right. And this guy did. But the bottom line is he didn't grab this guy, but this guy might have been afraid he was going to hit a lady or so. All right. You know what? I'm mixed on it.
Yeah,
I don't like fucking grabbing a guy when you wouldn't grab a big guy. But then again, just because you wouldn't grab a big guy doesn't mean that you shouldn't grab a little guy who's fucking with everybody either.
Right. And he is just subduing him. I totally get your point, the principle, the bigger principle of it. Now, look with me, because a lot of people I haven't seen this pointed out, but to me, it does appear that the little man's shirt is pulled over his head.
Let me see that.
Okay.
Oh,
I just
I love, by the way, that guy doesn't even take a second from saying attack me to actually.
He puts him on the
attacking him.
ground.
Yeah,
Yep.
he goes, come and attack me. Guy goes, you got it.
But that guy.
He's a genie. Your wish is my command.
He was attacking out of anger, though. Like, he tackled this little motherfucker. It's like, come on, man. You don't have to do that.
I don't think
But
he's
he didn't-
tackling out of anger.
And he didn't hit him.
Yeah, he didn't hit him.
He wanted to charge him and attack him.
Yeah, he wanted to get him down on the ground and stop what was going on.
So did everybody in that story.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
You shut up too. Just say, no, go ahead and attack me, big.
Okay.
He didn't even get his sentence out.
I just wanted bagels. I recorded the whole thing.
Why would
Did
you
you see
turn
the very last scene? It looks like the shirt's over his
Yeah, it
head.
does.
In the very last frame, it
by
looks
mistake?
maybe.
Oh, what's part two? I never saw the other one. Even if it's not as good, is it after this happens or
Yes.
before?
Part 2 is definitely worth watching.
So he's still yelling after this?
Yes. And that's
I
right.
like part 2.
That's why I tell you.
I haven't seen it. It's The Godfather 2.
That's why.
I mean, I don't know if it's as good as Godfather 2
It's pretty good.
compared to 1.
But
It's better
that's
than 3.
that's why I tell you that this guy, this is not. He didn't just get caught on a bad day. This is habitual.
Why
this
the-
guy does not get made fun of for being short. He gets made fun of for being short and acting like he's a tough guy everywhere.
Why the fuck did that woman stop filming?
She just wanted bagels.
I mean, she stopped. I'm mad at the camera person who gave us this. I'm greedy. I'm sorry.
You really are. I mean, she got it.
You're
She
right.
captured
You're
this
right.
beautiful moment
But then
for
she-
all of us to enjoy.
All right, let's see what happens to the
I think you
little guy.
get scared because you're just not used to somebody.
Oh, you
tackling
mean when
some-
you're
Oh,
videoing?
woman's
Oh,
side,
of
you're like, oh.
course. You're
Yeah.
not sitting there thinking about creating content
Yeah,
at
you're
that
right.
point. You're
You're
thinking about the fact that just 30 seconds ago, the video is like 30 seconds long. 30 seconds ago, you were just peacefully ordering bagels, right? She says it. I just wanted bagels. Then over the course of 30 seconds, some shrimp of a man starts yelling at everybody, threatening to beat everybody up, chest bumping somebody's waist, and then a big 6-foot guy comes and tackles him and pulls his shirt up over his head. What did you just walk into?
Hey, let's go to Ryan in Long Island because I believe him.
Let's go to... Oh, wrong mouse. That's...
Wait.
What's up, Ryan? Phone,
First of all, Travis, they
phones weren't
absolutely
on.
make mini
No?
bagels.
No, the phones weren't turned on.
Why?
I don't know. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Hey,
Yeah.
Ryan. Yes.
Hey, first of all, Travis, they absolutely make mini bagels, you dummy.
Yes, stupid.
I'm so
You
stupid.
big, hey, stupid idiot. Maybe they should make asshole bagels for Travis tomorrow because he's so
Yeah.
stupid.
Exactly.
You
Or how about fucking one big bagel, one small bagel, and then the big bagel leaves and the small bagel cries?
Okay, that's so personal.
What kind of an idiot doesn't know that?
Is that a reference to his mother leaving?
Yep.
You saying they should make his bagel mom leave?
Yep. Yeah.
Sucks.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
But,
Go on, Ryan.
but yeah, I don't know how true it is, but I definitely see like screenshots of Tinder and shit like that where girls will be very mean to people who are under 6 feet.
Yeah.
I
Under
don't know
6
how
feet?
real or wide.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some of them
yeah.
are
It's
shit.
like it is like that. It's like if you're under 6 feet, you should kill yourself. Like I'll see things like that. I've never used a dating site, but I don't know how real or widespread it is. But it's like a meme on the internet for sure. So you
But
probably
is
see a
that
lot of that shit.
is that a goofy quote in their profile, or are they messaging people
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, you are short. You should kill yourself"?
Yeah, that's definitely in their profile, but I don't know if people are that mean. I've never used Tinder. I've been with my girlfriend for years.
You know what it is, dude? He's
Yeah,
probably.
right.
I'll bet you that there's a lot of women who've
Getting a
had.
little side, Ryan.
Yeah.
He's getting a little something.
probably
on the side.
cheats.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
I'll bet
Yeah,
you
sure.
a lot of girls he's liked have said, "Hey, a certain height or whatever," or he's talked to them a little bit and they've realized he was short and they stopped talking to him, or he just is like, he's probably talked to girls who say they have a height requirement, and then he's like, yeah, but I'll show her I'm better, I'm different, and then they just
You're
don't
not.
go for
You're
it.
not attracted to you. Yeah, I believe what Ryan's saying. I can buy that there are women on like Tinder and whatnot that have in their profiles memes about, anybody under 6 feet should die or whatever, thinking it's a joke. But I don't believe that there's been a plethora of women that have messaged this guy personally,
right,
and said, "Hey,
Yeah,
since you're 5 feet tall, you should kill yourself." I think he's just read it on profiles of women that he was attracted to that he didn't have a shot with anyway.
That's right,
and he took it personally.
Yeah. Either way, he shouldn't be a dick, but I do feel for the guy.
I do too.
He's a short guy.
I bet he also uses that as an excuse when like the real issue is that he's just an asshole.
Yeah, he's not an attractive person. Nobody would want to hang out with him.
I would. I'd talk to him for a little while.
Just get him all revved up again.
Wouldn't you love to interview him?
Oh my God.
I want nobody on the radio more than him.
I would love it. I'd sit there
I want to do a podcast with him.
I'd sit there and like you butter him up like, oh man, you look great today, blah, blah, blah. Why do you think they were doing mini bagels?
Yeah.
Just because it would take
That's really degrading.
It would take 2 seconds for either one of them. We could get him up and down like a roller coaster the whole time. It'd be a blast.
Let me see part 2 because I didn't even know this existed. I'm so happy.
Wait a minute. We have our own. Isn't Rob a little shrimp of a guy? How tall is Rob?
I mean, yeah, he is. I don't know
But
why
he's
you gotta say
cute.
that.
Yeah,
Rob
he's
is
handsome.
cute.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
in shape.
He's handsome with clothes on.
Yeah, but Rob doesn't have to deal
He
with
doesn't
what
have the
this
gut
guy
that this
does.
guy's got.
Yeah, this
What
guy's
do you mean
getting
deal
rejected.
with it? Rob does work to not have a gut. Rob goes to the gym.
Oh no, but I'm saying he has to deal with what this guy lives with, whatever
Oh, yeah,
reason.
yeah.
And he's a better looking dude.
No, he's got his hair.
This guy wants to make it seem like because he's short, this is all happening to him.
That's part of it, yeah.
When in reality, Rob is a little tiny guy, but it helps that he's good looking.
And he has a personality.
But he's not an asshole.
Yeah, that's the thing. Being short is not this guy's biggest problem.
Exactly. No. He's an asshole. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but women are supposed to like assholes, not when you're threatening to beat them up in a bagel store.
And not when you're fat and you're like, you're older guy, and it's like,
Rob, we're talking about this guy. I forgot. You're the expert on
How tall are you?
on short guys.
5'6".
Come on.
Yeah, 5'6", not bad.
No, 5'6" isn't bad at all.
5'6".
I know, because he's 5'5". He's not 5'6".
Yeah, he can't be 5'6". I'm 5'7".
He's not 5'6".
I am.
No.
You're 5'5". Do you think he's 5'6", Troy?
no.
No, nobody does. No. He's not 5'6". No. He's probably 5'5" and a half.
How tall are you? 5'9"?
I'm 5. Well, I say I'm 5'10" because I'm 5'9" and a half.
That's cool.
Yeah.
5'7".
But guess what?
Almost 5'7".
I did growth hormones when I was a kid. Otherwise, I'd be a tiny little guy.
Yeah,
with,
it really works.
with a big head.
Yeah, there's no way Rob's 5'6" if I'm 5'7".
He's not 5'6". He's not.
Should we get a measuring tape?
No.
No,
No,
Okay.
we know.
No, yeah, we just
you
don't-
know what I mean? We know.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
I know what we could
All right,
do.
well,
We could get a measuring tape, and we could measure the difference from a rafter to the floor, and then if you hang yourself with it, we can measure the distance between your feet and the floor and subtract.
I was going to say maybe do a measurement around the neck area.
Sure.
Yeah, for a collar of a shirt or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, have you had short person discrimination?
No.
Yeah, because,
Because he's handsome.
he's a handsome guy, but he's
His
also...
nickname's Handsome Rob.
I mean, look, he's a good-looking guy. But he's also... He's a cool dude,
Pretty short, though.
and he keeps himself in
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
good.
Huh?
Dresses nice.
He dresses well. Yeah, this guy
Yeah, he
could
looks-
maybe he shouldn't shop in the boys section
Dude,
of the store.
But dude, also Rob towers over him.
Yeah,
Right? He's
that's
6.
true.
Exactly, he's Rob's height. He's 6 inches shorter than Rob.
Not-
5 feet is small.
Rob's not 5'6".
All right, 5.
He's like 5 inches.
Yeah.
He's 5.
inches.
Yeah, Rob is 5 inches taller, not
Still.
6 inches.
He's my dick width shorter than Rob.
Width.
Wow.
Man,
Jeez.
you got a nice thick one.
Good for you, Jim.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, being 5'5" and being 5 foot are not the same
No,
thing.
dude,
5 foot is small.
Yeah.
because right under it is a midget or dwarf or whatever, little person.
I bet Peter Dinklage fucks, though.
Peter Dinklage is
Peter Dinklage is handsome.
and he's
got
also
a great personality.
and he's
Super
also he's a dwarf. Peter
He's got a lot
Dinklage
of cash, too.
is a dwarf. He can act. He's good looking.
You're saying this guy's a short, talentless bum?
Yeah.
Well, this guy is 5 foot, so he doesn't fit in anywhere.
Right.
He's not technically a little person because he's 5 foot. He's probably my 4'11", but still,
You think he's doing some Rob math there?
dude, he's right on the fucking cusp.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He probably is 4'11".
Because even girls are like right at that 5 foot height.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean,
if a girl is 5 feet even, that's like that short, cute height.
Right.
Being 5 foot.
But he's like a little shorter, probably. He's
As a
like probably
guy?
4'11" and 3/4.
He's got that little baby gut.
That's the thing. He doesn't keep himself in shape. That's a personal decision.
Dude, being a 5 foot tall man sucks.
Yeah.
Why do you think I did?
5'5" sucks.
Why do you think I did injections every day for 3 years?
Every day?
Every day. Injections for 3 years.
Does that give you does that make tumors bigger eventually too, or no?
I certainly hope not, but I'll let you know when we get there.
When you're older. So like if you have a little bit of cancer growing in you and you start taking that, it just speeds it up.
But now he's already, Sam did it 25
I mean, yeah,
years ago.
I don't think then you had cancer in you, but
No, hopefully not. If I did, then look at me. I beat it with no medicine. Isn't that impressive?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, and it's not like they were putting growth hormone in my body that the average person would have had anyway. It's not like I had
they were
this-
replenishing what you should
Yeah.
have had.
Although the one thing I do, I wish I had been working out when I was
Yeah, you
taking
had big
HGH.
muscles, yeah.
Oh my God. That would have been great. Everything would have, but what are you going to do?
That's all right.
What are you going to do? At least I'm not 5 feet getting mad at people in a bagel store. That's
true.
Show me part 2. I'm desperate.
So this is after they've cleared everybody out.
I guess they broke it up and the guy left.
Somebody else video. This is a different person videoing now.
Ah, okay.
And the guy is trying to just wrap up his visit at the bagel store.
Absolutely. Oh, and a guy 3 times my size. That's okay.
Get your food in.
What happened? Well, I'm sorry.
Get your accommodating.
You know what? Fuck you.
He dropped his
And
bag.
he dropped his
didn't-
bagel. Oh.
He did not, because his fingers are so little.
He went to grab it and walk out, and he dropped it. And he goes, fuck it. Because his little stiff gargoyle hands couldn't grab it.
His fingers are too little, and he's trying to play the victim. You know when you know you're short? When you can describe a man as being 3 times the size of you.
But
like that means that, I mean, with the average height, 3 times would be like a giant.
And the bottom line is that guy tackled him. Who I thought the guy was a dick for tackling him, but then again he said, "Go ahead, tackle." Like he was
He
talking.
literally
a lot of shit.
said, "Please attack me. I just chest bumped this man at the dick area."
He's not used to guys calling him out for real.
Yeah, that's why
Yes.
he's hateable, because he's threatening people and he's pushing them to actually attack him, and then afterwards he's like, "Oh, a guy attacks me 3 times my size. That's okay."
It's like somebody on Twitter who says something and then you bash them and they go, "They sick this followers on me." It's
Right.
like, shut up.
You started it.
You said something. You started it.
I thought you wanted the smoke.
Oh no! So he dropped. Let me see him drop his little fucking meal again.
Well, he's
All
got
that, and he drops it, and he doesn't want to pick it up because it's too embarrassing to pick it up.
Video's not over.
Right.
Okay.
Well, he's acting like he threw the bagel down.
He dropped
and
it.
said, "Fuck your food. I don't even want it." But
He dropped it.
because his fingers are short, everything on him is smaller
Doesn't
than the
work.
average size. Yeah, of course.
Watching Voss trying to get paid after a set.
Just cash all over the ground.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Get your accommodating.
You know what?
Oh, jeez.
Fucking Greg.
Oh, hit pause.
She laughed.
No, he didn't want that. He didn't want that.
He wants to be scary, and then no one, because he dropped some Long Island bitch, laughed at him.
And you want to be sympathetic and go like, "Oh, you didn't have to laugh at him. He's having a bad day."
Yeah.
But at the same time, when a guy is in there going, "Fuck you, fuck all of you," you like really acting like a total dick, and he comes across looking like a fool, you're within your right to laugh at him.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of women who aren't scared of him.
No, and I believe that teenage girl over there in the glasses is the one that was videoing him in the first video.
Oh.
I believe.
Okay. She's the hero.
She is the, I just came here to get some bagels.
Oh.
I think that's the new Kevin Smith. I'm not even supposed to be here today. From now on, people are going to start saying, "I just wanted some bagels." No.
Now.
Pause.
He picked his food up and got it. Now I'm going to take it. Now that you laughed at me, now I'm going to take the food I paid for. He
didn't pay for it.
Oh, he didn't?
You know what would be brilliant? When I would just, if this whole thing, they should just turn this around and go part 3, have him yelling again, and then have somebody offer him a Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. It's perfect. He's hangry.
Yeah,
He realizes he is, because he just got tackled to the ground, humiliated. Everybody saw it happening. He's still at 1,000. And he realizes, if I don't get a bagel in my system right now, I'm going to just be angry all day. I need to calm down.
No. Oh no! Don't zoom in on his feet again.
What's wrong with his feet, Jim?
Please don't tell me he's yelling on his tiptoes again.
Well,
it looks like his little heels are lifted.
I'm going to tell you something. His heels are not firmly planted on the ground.
They're lifted.
Look at this woman. She's probably 5'5".
Yeah.
Look how, I mean, he is. She's
Jim,
short.
do you know why he's on his tiptoes?
He's little.
He can't see over the counter.
He's tired of fucking peeking in and only seeing the lower rung of bagel. He didn't even know they had a top shelf there.
Remember when you were a little kid and you couldn't see over the counter? But imagine if you were an adult.
Yep.
Oh, like sometimes when like I have to like pick my daughter up so she can see something.
Yeah.
Oh, you think people have to do that for him?
Yes, they do.
And he doesn't want them to, but he does.
He does, yeah.
He can't go to concerts.
Uppy.
Oh, yeah.
Uppy.
If he's not in the front row of concerts, forget it.
He's got to be in the upper tier balcony.
He does.
First row of that.
He does. Because you know why?
He's tiny.
Everybody's so much taller than he is.
Yeah. Poor fella.
Poor guy.
Torture in movies.
Oh,
Front row
forget-
again?
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, far you get a better view that way. But they know.
They know.
Because both halves of him are small. So even when he's sitting down, even though everybody's sitting, his torso is so small that he sinks into the chair.
And he's perfect height for a coach seat, but too fat for a coach seat.
Yeah, he is. He could be really comfortable in that coach seat.
Sure.
But he let himself go a little bit.
He really did.
You know what he looks like in the movie
his
theater?
legs stick straight out.
Who was it? Lily Tomlin that used to do that bit where she was sitting in that giant
Yeah.
chair on stage? That's him at the movies.
Yep. His legs don't bend over the end. He's so
They don't.
jealous he sees legs bending over the end.
Because his knees are on the seat.
Yep.
You know how your knees hinge over the seat?
Just don't hinge.
No, because if your back is against the chair, his ankles go over the seat.
Yeah, little blocks on the fucking gas and brake pedal.
You think he's got a specially made car?
You bet he does.
It's unfortunate.
It is.
That's really tough.
30 of his friends pile out of it.
Except he's not a little person, so he doesn't have that community.
Right.
Like little people are like, you're not one of us. But average sized people are going, look how small you are, because you can't make fun of little people. But you can make fun of short people.
Yeah. He's just short.
He's just short. Really, really short.
Let me see the rest. There's a lot more of this video.
There is. Well, he's mad. He picked up his
He went and got it.
He first received his breakfast, but his little fingers are too short, so he dropped it. Then he yelled at them because they laughed at him. Then he went back to pick up his breakfast and said, you know what? I'm going to take my breakfast.
I know. Stop eating carbs, fatty.
You think that's funny? All you women treat short guys like shit.
All of ya.
He said, all you women.
Treat short guys like shit. Yeah.
He's got
All of ya.
He's got real anti-woman issues.
Yep.
He's another incel mass murderer.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's
All of ya.
Anybody that
And then
feels
they're not even hot.
No.
He's yelling at a bunch of threes.
They're Long Island bagel store employees. Like
No,
They just have vaginas.
they do.
Yeah.
They have vaginas, and that species
Yeah.
has been very rude to him in the past.
But I bet you he's not looking to date short women either. Like he's not trying
No,
to
he's
date
trying to get
women
tens.
who are 4'8", 4'9", or
No.
5 feet. He's trying to date women who are fucking 5'11", who just I get it. I
Because-
would too, but you don't want it.
Because he's a tough guy. You forget he's a tough guy.
But even women that size don't want a guy that short. You know what I mean?
Like a
it-
4'8"
I guess-
woman wants a 6-foot guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah.
A little bit bigger because girls like to wear heels. So I mean, you can't wear heels around this guy.
That's right.
Right. And you women like to be in the present. They like to feel like there's a man
Protect
with
her.
them.
But
Yeah,
even
protect her.
Even after that guy tackled him, he's still yelling. The other guy's left. He calmed down.
That's how you know.
Yeah, he's just a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. For everybody that feels sympathy for this guy, who doesn't feel sympathy for the incel assholes
That's
that are
right.
online, that's who this guy is.
That's right. Those incel dickheads.
Yeah.
Cock blockers who want to kill girls because their personality sucks so bad.
All of his problems are his.
Hey, women.
Yeah. He's yelling at all the women at a bagel store. They didn't even say anything to him.
Right.
He's short, you know?
He's
Did you
displaced
notice
that
that he's not as tall as the other people in the store?
I did.
That's a shame, huh?
Yep.
But do you see the women that he's yelling at behind the counter? He can't see over the counter.
And he knows they're back there. He hears them. Smells that perfume.
No, you women need to stop getting so fucked up.
Who's he with that's guiding him out? Oh, a guy pushed him.
It was just a guy.
Get the fuck
escorting
that
him.
guy. Get the fuck. The guy's walking out and the guy walks and puts his hands on his shoulder and pushes him out.
I'll take care of
What the
this.
fuck are you doing?
He said all the women are too fucked up.
He's on a hairline trigger.
He is, but just the way I under like again a guy walking and just kind of half shoving him out the door. What the fuck?
Yeah,
are
that
you
guy sucks
doing?
too.
Yeah.
What the
You're not
fuck
doing,
are you doing?
You're not doing anything. You're not even the guy that tackled him. You're not the big man here. He's leaving anyway.
Yeah. Hey, get rid of him.
Don't worry, ladies. I got the situation under control. Oh, good. I'm so glad we had you here, Camo Shorts.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so glad you were here to take care of things.
But a lot of guys won't confront him because they don't want to get beat up by. They're like, he must know how to fight.
He doesn't, though.
No.
No.
He's good at getting tackled.
Right? Yeah. He went down like a dummy in NFL practice.
Yeah, he really did.
He went down like a dummy at the combine.
And the guy, I guess the guy got pulled off him. I wanted to see how the guy got off him.
Yeah, because I would have thought he was going to stay on him until the cops came or something.
Just pull his head, his little shirt over his head, and like imagine how degrading that would be, and tickle him.
Give him a wedgie.
So, yeah, give him a wedgie. Drag him into the bathroom and shove his face in give him a flushy or whatever they're called. Shove his face in the toilet.
Swirly.
The swirly. That's what it is. Give him you think he's ever had a swirly? You think at school the bullies got him with a swirly?
Probably.
I held him by the ankles.
Yeah. Shake out his lunch money.
Like a plunger.
Yeah.
Fat plunger.
I bet he was the same way in high school. I bet he was this short little guy that thought he could fight everybody and got beaten up all the time.
But then you get to like, your 40s and you're just not getting laid. You start to lose it.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I've gotten laid at least twice, and that's confirmed.
I would love to know who this guy is. I'm just curious about his life.
You know why? If I was in this situation, I would not intervene or tackle or do anything. I would want it to go on as long as possible.
Would you enjoy it?
I would love it. I would go to the back of the line in the bagel store because I wouldn't want my experience to be shortened. I would want to stay. I would be paradise for me in that store. I would adore it. If I was sitting there, my wife would probably go like, "Oh, Sam, we got to do something." I go, "Jess, take the kids home. I'm gonna camp out here for a while.
I want to watch this.
I want to see what's going on."
But I'll be honest. God damn it, that doesn't make me want a bagel. Shit, it does.
Bagels are great.
Can I have some turkey bacon with my food today?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy has already went down.
Travis,
They can go down again.
can we?
Yeah,
can
we can get a bagel
Can we get
for
some?
Jim.
No, turkey bacon.
Oh, turkey bacon.
And
I'm
get a
sorry.
couple bagels for him too.
All right.
No, for the guys. I don't want a bagel.
You'll have one if it's here.
No, I won't have a whole one. I'll have a bite.
Get it from the bagel boss if you can. And if they give him any trouble, blame the women for it.
Yeah. Fucking God, son. I'm going to take my breakfast. Ooh, you showed him.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm taking my breakfast.
How do you know he didn't pay for it?
There was no exchange of cash.
Might have been when the cameras were off, or he might have.
It could have, unless it's one of those like you pay first and then you wait for your order. That's possible.
I might know who he is.
Oh, can we book him?
Somebody tweeted us a YouTube channel saying that people are theorizing that this is him.
Does he have his own channel?
He's got 2 videos.
Is he doing rants?
One of them is about a woman.
Oh my goodness. Wyatt, we got to
Another
send
one-
you back down for turkey bacon.
Sorry, Wyatt.
And
You're
bagels for the boys.
Bagels for the boys.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hot bagels, Wyatt, or you're fired. Oh, now, boy.
Can you send Troy the tweet, Travis?
Hang on. Another one shows his face for a split second in the beginning of a video.
Yeah.
And it really looks like him.
Oh boy.
So hang on, let me
Wait, I would
But now
imagine.
I don't want to do the thing that we hate other people do. Like,
Well, we're not going to expose anything.
I don't say his name.
Yeah,
all
we
right?
won't say his
No, no,
name.
I'm
We
not
won't.
gonna say
We
his
won't
name.
post the videos.
hang
Yeah,
on.
But
just
I just want.
curious.
Yeah, I want to know more about
I'm
him.
obsessed with this little guy.
Me too. He's a small guy, isn't he?
I hope he doesn't get fired for that. Like, he's having a rough day.
And he's so short.
What's he do for a living? He's probably. What's he do? Is he drive?
I think he cleans the bottom of people's shoes for them.
Oh no! Oh no! You know, he works for the school system. They give him a scraper and they make him get all the gum out from under the desks. A little ladder.
He just walks. He just pulls his step ladder under the desk.
Yeah, over his head, chick, 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 with a fucking little paint chisel.
Go to the other video.
Okay, come on now, boy.
Okay, this video, one
And
of the
if you-
videos is called "Gold Digging Bitch from Queens." So
If you hit pause, like right at like 1 second.
okay,
Stop. Nope. Keep going.
Let's see.
Oh, the height's
No,
right.
no, go back.
Yeah, just and
there-
that's it. Yes, 100%.
Yep.
100% him.
right? Yeah.
100%.
Oh no!
And,
Okay.
and the other video.
Let's don't say the name of it because people will Google.
No,
it.
I won't. I won't.
Okay.
The other video kind of goes along with the video that we watched earlier.
You want to play this video?
You can. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should.
There's a dirty blue car.
And I mean, I don't mind people finding this video because he put it out publicly.
That's
It's
a
not
good point.
like-
I know. I just don't. I don't want to.
You don't want to contribute to the
No,
cycle that we all
I
see.
mean, I'm
with
curious
you.
about it, and I'm curious about other stuff he's done publicly, but I don't want to see his life ruined.
He shouldn't be doxxed. We don't need to know his name.
No,
we
gives
shouldn't
a
just,
fuck.
It's all going to come out, though, guys.
It
I know
will.
it is.
Everybody's just
I
as
think with this
excited.
guy, but I think with this guy, people are more like with the other guy with the what was his name?
Condo Chris?
They wanted to ruin his life and get him fucked.
he's a
I
bad
think with this
person.
guy, people are just want to know who the fuck who is this dude?
Yeah, they just want to buy the T-shirt.
He'll be on Kimmel.
Oh, yeah.
He should be.
I think a lot of people are finding this because there's a lot of comments on this video for the
Okay.
last 8 hours.
Okay.
Good.
Wouldn't it be great if this all gets him laid?
Oh yeah, some chicks are like, I want to know.
That guy.
I'll bang a viral star.
That's right.
So you don't want to go back to my place? No. You don't want to hang out?
Here, pause for a second.
He's just some girl.
He's videoing the girl.
Yeah.
This guy seems like a crazy person.
Psychopath.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what their relationship is.
You don't want to fool around? No. You know I'm spending $750,000, right? It's a lot of money. Right?
We'll see.
Why not today? I came all the way out to pick you up to hang out for 2 hours? Huh?
Yeah.
So why don't we go back?
Come on, hurry up, Chris.
Why don't we go back to my place for a little while? Why?
Because I gotta go home.
Well,
Can you open the door for me?
Hold on, just pause real quick. They're standing outside of a car. She's on the other side of the car. She looks like Asian or Polynesian, and she's. I guess they went out a couple times. He said I spent $750,000. I don't know what that means, but he wants to go home, and she wants to go home, and he's filming her and putting her on YouTube. He's calling. Okay, wow.
Yeah, he wants her to go to his place.
You know what? I'll say the name of the video because. let me finish it first. Let's finish it first.
all right, give me 1 minute. I gotta open the door. Hold on.
Got a nice car.
Yeah, clean.
He's not going to open the door for her.
Oh.
You see where this is going?
Yeah, he's not going to do that. He's going to drive away. He's saying, give me 1 minute. He's going to leave her in that parking lot, Travis.
She's standing there.
She's waiting for the door to be unlocked. That's the handle of the door not being able to open.
And he's waving. And he just drove away.
Let's go back around. Let's go back around and take a visit. That greedy bitch. Huh? That greedy bitch, where is she? Where is she?
Seems like an
I'm
angry
gonna
guy.
fuck her again. $750,000 I said I'm gonna spend on her, and she don't even want to let me fool around with her. Really?
What?
It's crazy.
He doesn't seem like he's the most charming guy in the world.
Has gas lights on.
Well, Troy, he spent all the $750,000. What's he gonna got gas money left over?
750. What the fuck's he talking about?
He said.
Probably talking nonsense.
He said I said I was gonna spend $750,000. He didn't say he spent it.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Because I'm gonna guess he at least doesn't have it liquid.
Right.
You know.
All right.
And he might be just saying some horse shit to try to get laid.
Yeah, and maybe she could see
Yeah.
his car and realize that.
Yeah.
Hey,
She went to get in, he drove away
he
again.
drove away again. Yeah, this guy's a problem.
Yeah. Is there a description in it? Does he put a description?
Bitch.
Let's see.
Bitch gets
40
left abandoned 45 miles from home because she's a rude gold digger.
January of 2018. Wow.
And then, of course, one of the first comments is, you should take her out on a date to Bagel Boss. Yeah, I mean, look.
Let me see the other video.
I understand, like, the desire to say, well, you know, if I'm
Yeah.
spending all this money, we have this we have this relationship, you know, we should be able to fool around. But to have the charm of saying, hey, I'm spending all this money on you, can you come to my house and fool around now? Like, you got to be a little bit delicate, no?
Yeah.
Am I crazy? There should be a
No.
little bit of romance, maybe?
And you can't film her and put her on the line like that, like just standing there.
No.
Even if she sucks, you can't show her like that and go, please open the door, I want to go home. The fuck you doing?
He comes across like a bad guy in that video.
And if you have $750,000 to spend on a broad, just go get a prostitute.
Absolutely. Get him in a car.
Yeah.
Fill up the gas tank.
That's right.
At least, right?
This is only 40 seconds.
It's good that you noticed the gas light was on.
That was very funny.
Yeah.
Hang on. What's going on here?
Maybe there's no audio.
Peekaboo.
Oh.
Peekaboo.
He's playing with this bird.
Peekaboo.
It's a parrot.
Peekaboo.
It's very impressive.
That's cute.
Yeah.
His arm is being weighed down by the bird.
Yeah. Bird doesn't have much of a perch on those fingers.
He loves his little bird.
I have to tell you, I'm not sure that I agree with the audience targeting. I don't know if the same audiences are going to enjoy both videos.
I'll say this too. Looking at that place, that's not a $750,000 apartment.
Why? Just because the
dirty towel hanging in the back.
The curtain rod for the shower is being hung from the ceiling by chains.
And it's also a slanted roof. It looks like somebody's fucking attic.
Yeah, did they turn the attic into a bathroom? That's normal.
An entire full apartment.
Yeah, probably lives in the attic.
Hey, what's up?
Looks like him though, right?
Yeah, it really does. Sounds like him too. In the other video. Yeah, he loves his little parrot.
Cool.
Hates women. Hates women. Really doesn't like women. But
Well, the
loves
parrot's
his
the
little
only one
parrot.
to talk to him.
Yeah, I get that.
Let's see if we can go back to the front page if you don't mind.
Nathan it's just the two of it. Yeah.
What?
Nathan in New York.
How do you know?
Hey guys, how you doing today?
What's up, bud?
I about 5 years ago, I was doing a Seth MacFarlane film, and I had put out some kind of tweet because we had the scene with short people in it, and I made some kind of joke. And since I'm a classic narcissist, I also Google myself and came across that somebody had taken that post and put it on this website, and it's called supporttheshort.org. And I thought, and it's all about heightism, and the guy put the site up with the whole, and he taxed like Randy Newman's Short People song, and I think he wanted to make awareness, but what it is it is a mecca for hilarity, because he scours the entire internet for stuff on heightism and brings it all to one place. So if you wanted to find every person talking and laying out short jokes, it is the place to be.
Wow.
You got to check it out.
I had no idea.
Thank you very much.
And I had no idea that Randy Newman, that makes sense, but I had no idea Randy Newman was such an enemy of the short
Well, he said short people got no reason to live.
Right, yeah, in hindsight.
Basically saying they
I
should
get that.
commit genocide, should wipe out short people.
No, he did say that, yeah. And I get that. Man, oh man. Well.
So if that's the other guy, he's really fucking, it's January and he's leaving a girl 45 miles from home.
Bad guy. I would say
freezing out.
I would say Bagel Guy takes the week, huh?
Yeah.
I think he came in Wednesday's a good day to take it, I guess. And Bagel Boss Man, he takes the week.
So you're going to spend $750,000 on a...
No.
That's not happening.
He's not spending that. He doesn't have the money to spend.
But he called her a gold digger. But then again, what are you for saying you're going to do that, but you're not?
Jim, he may not be altogether rational.
Maybe not.
He's getting into a fight with a whole bagel store full of people for no reason.
Yeah.
And there's sugared babies on all over the dating sites.
Oh, you know what? Maybe
So maybe and you can swipe. They'll swipe on anybody that swipes on them. So she's like, I probably need this amount of money. He's like, yeah, I'll get you that. And he's just trying to trick her into getting laid.
Yeah, it's not. If you're setting up
a
a sugar daddy relationship, and then you call somebody a gold digger for it, that's totally out of line. I mean, you're part of, like, you're trying to date women that are hotter than you should be dating, that you know aren't going to be interested in you, that are saying flat out, I'm doing this for the money. I'm looking for a sugar daddy. And then you get mad when either you can't pay or they don't fall madly in love with you. What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. The car is not a $750,000 car.
Especially with no empty gas tank.
Yeah.
If you could just develop a decent personality and be funny.
Or not be an asshole, get into a fight with people in a bagel store.
Like Brad Williams he has a hot ass girlfriend.
Oh my God, his wife.
Yeah, his wife.
She's fucking smoking hot.
Gorgeous. And if he was walking around angry like this guy, that he would never get that chick.
No, he wouldn't. But it's not this guy's problem. That's clear in the video. It's not this guy's problem. That's what I mean. Like, anybody that was out there going, this guy's just having a bad day. No, the degree to which the bad day is happening is not just a normal person having a bad day.
Seeing that other video where she's like, come on, I want to go home.
But a normal person who's just usually just a good dude doesn't go into a bagel store and tear everybody a new asshole and get himself tackled onto the ground by somebody. You have to be starting at a level 7 and then go to a level 10, right? Even when he's having a good day, he's still a level 7.
Click on the first one again.
An L7 weenie. You know, what are we doing?
No description. Okay.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah, video sells itself.
Exactly. Peekaboo parrot video. He was just uploading stuff for himself.
100%
It's him.
Yeah.
It's him. So he's the most famous person in the world today. He's everywhere. Everywhere. I hope they make t-shirts. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, somebody's going to scoop him up for like a dating show or something.
No, they won't.
You don't think so?
No, not after.
Because he could be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, these other videos, the other one is not good.
Yeah,
No.
if he's
It's not nice.
Yeah, if he's
Wait, look at the name of the bird. Don't fucking.
What?
Look at the bird kind.
Bird kind?
Second one down.
Cockatoo. I mean, nobody would even notice that. By the way,
shrimp.
You fucking birds are all the same. It's okay when a bird says that to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of viral videos, our pal Superhuman posted a new video yesterday. He is blowing up right now. I think that we can take a lot of credit for that personally. He posts things and then he deletes them, and then he posts things and deletes them. Superhuman is, of course, our favorite stunt man. We started on Facebook, but now he's on Twitter, and he's getting a whole new audience because of it.
That's right.
We were on this thing so super early. But like I feel like earlier this week or last week, he posted that he had hurt his groin.
Oh, no.
And that he wouldn't be able to do stunts, but then right after that, he started doing stunts again. He deleted the tweet, so I think he's fine.
He's healed up a little bit.
He shaved his beard. He's got classic Hollywood good looks now.
Yeah, good, smart hairdo. He's got kind of a sexy stare.
Yeah, his Twitter address is Superhuman with 2 M's, 1234, and he does fabulous stunts in his backyard. It says new stunt videos every week, but I think he does them a lot more than once a week.
Yeah, he can't help it.
But I wanted to show you his latest stunt.
Wow, he
gem.
has some cool shirts.
He's got great shirts. I think I'm gonna get one.
Is this still season 1?
I think it's season 1.5.
Because he said that the season 1 finale is coming soon.
He did say season 1 finale was coming soon, but then he just kept putting out videos.
Yeah, because I'm curious because he's been doing this for years and years and years.
Right. So when it's a Superhuman TV show.
Yeah. So how long is the season?
Yeah.
Superhuman is a juggalo, and he does this stuff for juggalos. Whoop whoop. He hopes that we like it, and we do. He's got a great catchphrase.
I love the fact that he shaved.
He did. He shaved his beard because he's getting a little more mainstream attention these days.
He's got quite a full head of hair.
He's got a great head of hair.
He looks like Herb Tarlick from WKRP in Cincinnati. Anybody over 50.
His latest stunt, this is great. It's a butt buster onto barbed wire, light tubes, and a bookshelf.
The bookshelf is hard, too, because there's nothing in there to support you. You're going to collapse.
No, yeah, and it's not a gimmick bookshelf. It's just appears to be a bookshelf that was in their house that they're getting rid of.
Yep.
So what he does is...
Probably not a lot of books in it.
You don't
Toys,
think so?
no. Toys and other dumb things.
You think that was available to be discarded?
It was the people that I think half the people in the family don't know what it is. They're like, what is this giant thing with shelves? What should we put in them?
Get rid of that weird table.
Yeah, my coffee keeps slipping. There's only a thin little surface area.
You think that's where he keeps his Hot Wheels and his Legos that he jumps onto? Yeah, probably.
Trinkets.
His trinkets.
Thank you. The trinkets of a fool.
The trinkets that he likes to do stunts onto. He keeps those on the bookshelf. But he's getting rid of this bookshelf. He props the bookshelf up onto 2 folding chairs, and then he puts a massive amount of barbed wire on top of the bookshelf, and then on top of the barbed wire, 2 very long fluorescent light tubes.
Yeah.
Just because I think he thinks that would be the best way to handle things right now.
Yeah.
You know, if Bagel Store Guy would do a little bit more like this, he could probably get a lot of that tension out. You know, I think Superhuman seems like he kind of walks through life pretty happy.
Yeah. But he would only do it for juggalos. He would not do it for juggalettes.
he hates juggalettes because juggalettes tell him he's short and should die. He doesn't like that. I'm talking about bagel store guy. Superhuman, he likes juggalos and juggalettes.
That's right.
The only people I would imagine that Superhuman doesn't like are jugga-hoes. Because jugga-hoes are not real and they're not about that mad clown love.
That's true.
You know, so would you like to see him do his stunt, Jim?
Yeah.
This is big. This is a big moment.
This is Superhuman t-shirt and I'll be jumping onto a bookshelf, barbed wire and light tubes. This is for all juggalos and juggalettes. Don't try this at home and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Okay, he's taking the shirt off. Risky move. He hasn't done his catchphrase yet.
Wow, he's on top of the
Oh boy.
Fuck this shit!
Oh.
I mean, he just hits like a thud. He doesn't bounce off of it. He gets every
collapses into it.
Every inch of that barbed wire light tube and bookshelf. And the bookshelf, you're right, Jim. The bookshelf is what's going to end up breaking your coccyx.
Yeah. Oof. That's a very poor amount of surface area.
He just lands right on it. He gets up onto like the railing of his patio area. He holds onto his ranch-style roof. And then he just jumps off of it, butt first, onto a bookshelf, barbed wire, and light tubes. Can we see the impact again? Maybe we'll take it from fuck this shit.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Which he says very clearly.
Yeah, well, it's his catchphrase.
Yep.
Trying to move some gimmicks.
Fuck this shit!
Isn't it such an amazing sound? Because you get the crinkling of the barbed wire, you get the shattering of the light tubes, and that ugly thud of a bookshelf being broken under Superhuman's posterior. I think he's great.
He's the best.
I think he's fabulous. He's amazing. We have been in contact with him a little bit, but it's kind of difficult to arrange things.
Why?
He doesn't like doing live interviews. He likes maybe doing something over text where we would do a transcript type thing, or maybe doing an interview where the questions are pre-approved.
Fuck, is he Buzz Aldrin? What's wrong with this kid?
Well,
He's a celebrity.
he doesn't like the live thing. He doesn't want to hurt his brand.
You know, and like certain people, like Eddie Vedder or like Mick Jagger, they don't have to do interviews.
No, and I think Superhuman's in the same category.
Yeah.
Like, he's still moving shirts.
That's right.
And he's still got juggalos and juggalettes very interested in what he's doing. So he doesn't have to do it. He's doing us a favor at the end of the day.
And there is some mystique around him if he doesn't really expose everything.
That's true. That's true. I feel like there's a lot of mystique. It's not like people look at this guy and just go like, oh, this is some backwoods idiot that's jumping onto shit. There's a lot of mystique about who is this guy and what, and this is what I would want to get to the bottom of. What is his motivation? You know what I mean? That's where it could get very interesting to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of right now, we have not been able to nail down a live interview. It could be, right now it's looking like our best offer so far is pre-taped with scripted questions.
I'd like some commentary from Insane Clown Posse to see their thoughts on Superhuman.
I believe they were quoted as saying whoop whoop. You know, they were actually, the Insane Clown Posse was in the news recently because you know how I feel about AI. It's just no good. The juggalos and the juggalettes are on top of this because, as it turns out, facial recognition software cannot recognize faces that are covered with juggalo makeup.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Juggalo makeup is outsmarting facial recognition technology. This article came out and somebody tweeted it. Elon Musk retweeted it and wrote whoop whoop over it. Isn't that great? Yeah. Who knew Elon Musk was a juggalo? I mean, I'm not surprised. He's a smart guy. But I didn't realize he was a juggalo.
Did he really write whoop whoop?
He wrote whoop whoop. Yeah.
That's cool. He's got clown love.
He's got mad clown love.
Yeah.
I asked him too. I was like, yeah, but how long do you think this will last? You know what he said? He's down with the clown till he's dead in the ground. So
I get it.
Family, you know? But yeah, juggalo makeup outsmarting facial recognition software. Maybe that's why the government is so scared of them.
Yeah, probably because they know that they won't be able to catch them or figure out who they really are.
Exactly. Although, you know, I don't think they need facial recognition software. Violent J and Shags are among some of the most recognizable people in music. So,
yes.
You know.
By the way, what time is Joe DeRosa here?
He's coming in just a few minutes.
Oh, 8:30. I'm glad it's not 9:30.
Yeah, no, 8:30. We're going to take a break, Ski.
Yeah, Daddy is going to nibble on a little bagel.
Yeah.
Daddy's going to nibble and then go make in the toilet bowl.
We're going to, we don't need all the details. We're going to put on our Juggalo makeup, just in case anybody's trying to examine our faces. Don't forget, we're going to be at the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival.
Yes, we are.
We're doing radio shows up there Wednesday and Thursday. That's July 24th and 25th. We'll be at Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal. And those shows are free. They're live shows. Our guest list is incredible. Just packed shows every day, full of comedians. Some of the best shows that we've done were in Montreal last year. Yeah. And we're going to keep that going. If you want to go to those shows, send us an email now. What is it, Jim and Sam Show? JimandSamShow@gmail.com. Just send an email, JimandSamShow@gmail.com. Put Montreal in the subject. Let us know if you want a +1, and we will put you on the list to make sure that you can get to the show Wednesday and or Thursday if you're going to be in Montreal for Just for Laughs. And Jim, is there anything else they could see while they're in Montreal?
I'm doing a show up there the 27th, and I'm also going to be doing Chip up there. I'm sure I'm going to do a live Chip. I haven't decided what night or where, but I'm going to do it once up there because I have to do it. Go to the Chip YouTube page. It's just YouTube Chip Chipperson. There's new stuff is going to start going up there, and I'm going to post my the videos I did on Instagram. Hey, tell me what you want me to talk about, and I'm filming the first time I do the jokes and putting it up. And the actual the soccer jokes were okay, but the ones going up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the jokes that are not okay.
The Jeffrey Epstein. Rob, you saw the set. They did not get a lot of laughs.
No.
That's great.
No, they did not.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see.
That'll be up sometime this morning.
That's the content that I like.
It bombs.
Great.
And not on purpose. I'm not trying to be ironic.
Of course not.
You work through it on stage. I didn't write it down. I was just working through it, and this is how it...
No good, huh? No bueno. I also, if you're interested in sneakers, the Not Sam Not Shoes sneaker show is up on the Not Sam YouTube channel.
Oh, when are we doing that?
It's already been done.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Jim. I picked former intern Reed as my partner on that instead of you. I hope you don't take that personally.
Can I be on it?
I mean, we'll see. We got a lot of guests lined up. So.
Some sneakers.
Yes, you do have some sneakers. That is the way to get in. Anybody with some sneakers can do the show. That's up at youtube.com/notsam, along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So check it out. We'll be right back for Juggalos and Juggalettes. Don't try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
We'll be back with more.
Do you like bagels?
Yeah, I love bagels, but I don't like watching you spit it out during a live read and then eating it afterwards.
Jim pulled a Rich Voss. For some reason, he took a bite of his bagel during his live read.
No, it was before.
And then he realized real quick, so he spit out the bagel in his hand.
No, on top of the other bagel, like a treat, like a baby bird treat.
Oh.
And then he did his live read?
Yeah.
And then he ate the ABC bagel.
What are you supposed to
Already been chewed.
Yeah.
You got all the bagel you want.
We got a bag of bagels in there.
Do you take one bite of gum and spit it out?
No, but gum is meant to be chewed. What are you talking about?
Once you spit it out, I don't put it back in my mouth. If I go like, oh, I can't chew gum right now, and I spit it out, I don't go, but I'll keep it for safekeeping.
You're not like Violet Beauregard?
Yeah, I don't put it behind my ear. And also, I'm not dead.
No, he's alive.
Unfortunately.
I can't believe they couldn't drain her.
That's not how she died.
No, she had a stroke.
Got the big Rob pop.
Yep.
Of course I did. He knows.
Do you like Willy Wonka?
Yeah, who doesn't? Yeah, Willy Wonka's great.
Yeah.
You know what the best song in Willy Wonka is?
Don't do it.
Cheer up, Charlie.
I don't know that one.
Of course you don't know.
Of course you don't. It's the worst part of the movie.
Cheer up, Charlie. It's so unnecessary.
When his mom starts singing for no reason about Charlie being depressed.
Charlie's mom.
Ew.
Charlie's walking home all depressed because he's like, why did I win the sweepstakes? I bought 2 candy bars and I didn't win the golden ticket. I wish I won the sweepstakes. And then the mom is like, cheer up, just because we're dirt poor and you drink chicken broth for dinner.
And you sleep with your fucking dumb grandparents.
Yeah.
By bed sores.
You're bedridden. Your grandparents are faking being sick in that bed.
You don't think they're real?
How could they be real? Grandpa Joe stood up the minute he won the Wonka contest.
He was excited.
Excited is not a cure for a bedridden disease.
Grandma Josephine did the end pieces and the Tessos.
I heard about that. She's also doling out hand jobs under the blanket.
Is that what she's doing? That's why they stay in the bed?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. All afternoon, that bed becomes a tent.
Hand job city.
I don't remember Cheer Up Charlie.
Oh, my, it's the worst part
Let
of
me
the
hear a
movie.
little bit of it. I don't remember.
Okay, so I'll tell you when this takes place. I'm a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory expert. This is the Gene Wilder version, of course.
Yeah.
Not the garbage
Yeah,
movie
it's the
they did
only
with
version.
Johnny Depp. Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah.
The Tim Burton version is terrible.
It's not
my God, it's
necessary.
so bad.
So bad. But in this version, this is Charlie has a heart-to-heart. For some reason, I guess his mom works in a laundry room that's like in this like a stone house, and she just does laundry in a bucket all day.
She's a good woman.
Right. And so Charlie
Not
Bucket
a gold-digging bitch from Queens.
goes in and talks to his mom, but he's all bummed out because he didn't win the Wonka contest. And he has no idea why a poor kid who bought 2 candy bars wouldn't have won an international contest to go to the most famous candy factory in the world.
Stupid asshole Charlie was.
Yeah. You think he was a narcissist at all?
Yeah. Why didn't I win?
I figured I would have won.
Then again, he did.
Only 2. Got that 3rd candy bar. So then, on his way, he walks home all sullen, and his mom sees how sad he is, and she can't believe that this kid that she's raising to be broke. Full length on it. My theory is that this was somehow...
I do not fucking remember this.
My theory is that it was contractually obligated, because it really does nothing to further the story along.
Yeah, it does.
is understood that this broke kid who can't afford a candy bar... Look, if you're a kid who
And you're
lives-
almost bald. He's a bad hairline at his age.
If at 7 you've got the thinning hair and you live with your grandparents who all share a bed, and your idea of you get a chocolate bar for your birthday, if a moon pie is your birthday present, odds are you're bummed out.
That was his gift?
Yeah, we don't need a 3-minute song explaining why Charlie is sad in Willy Wonka.
Wow, I can't believe this whole thing I feel like I've never seen before.
You think Charlie stinks? Can't bathe all
No,
that
but his
often.
grandparents smell like old people in skin tags.
Still going, by the way.
Yeah, there's a little thing on the moon. Oh yeah, tell you exactly. This is La La Land.
This is worse than La La Land.
That's the same thing.
Beginning of La La Land, it's amazing. What are you talking
Cheer up.
We love this. I love this movie.
I do too.
about? This movie's amazing.
It just,
I mean,
this
this
isn't
song.
I like this song. Cheer up, Charlie.
What does that mean?
She wants him to cheer up.
Cheer up, Charlie. Do? What does that mean?
Do cheer up.
Yeah, come
And
on.
plus, it was
Cheer up,
love,
Charlie.
love me do.
Comma do.
Love me do. It's like love me do. That's probably like a way that British say certain things. Cheer up, Charlie do. That's great. That's really nice.
See, isn't that a nice song?
Yeah, she's sitting there cranking a zucchini into her box.
I don't think that happened.
Is that what she does? While
I
she's
don't.
doing
I don't
laundry?
remember that part of the film. No, that's not nice. Yeah, we played that song because Violet, the actress that played Violet Beauregard, passed
herself.
away. Yeah, she
herself
killed
in the
herself. I mean, you think it's tough being a short guy in a bagel store? Try to be an old woman who looks like a blueberry.
Shot herself in the head.
I think she just died of a stroke.
Yeah, they took her off life support. It was a year ago she had the stroke. She was very skinny, and
Yeah, they went overboard with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
she had a stroke, and they just pulled her off life support. Denise Nickerson,
Yeah.
62 is not that old.
She died at 62. I can feel the tomato soup going down my throat.
Did she ever? Let me see her IMDb. Did she ever do anything after that?
She did a few things, and then she left acting.
Yeah, he did too. I think like Charlie.
Yeah, most of them did,
It's crazy, right?
except Gene Wilder.
No, Gene Wilder.
But he only did a
continued
few
to act.
movies. Gene Wilder did very, very few.
But that was his decision.
Absolutely.
That wasn't because he wasn't getting parts.
Got any gum?
Wait, she stopped in 1978?
Yeah. And then I think she became a nurse.
Apparently not that good,
Lot
of
of
one,
good that
not
did
that
her,
good of a
right?
nurse.
Wow. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Her favorite
Pursued
food.
nursing.
Wow.
And now there's a GoFundMe page that her family set up to raise money, in part to
Hi,
fulfill
Joe.
her final wish to turn her ashes into a piece of glass art.
Come on, she
Ew.
wants to turn her ashes into bubble gum. We all know it. Violet Beauregard loves that bubble gum.
I can't believe she worked from 71 to 78 and then just stopped.
Joe DeRosa just joined us in studio. Of course, Joe DeRosa from JoeDeRosaInfo.com.
Joe, you're a professional. He's looking at the headphones. He's like the way fucking somebody from 1920 would look at an iPhone.
Which side is left? the cord?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's an L on it.
I can't ever find the letters. I can't ever find the little letters.
Joe's going to be at the Eastville Comedy Club in Brooklyn tonight and Sunday.
That moves, right?
I'm not there Sunday. I'm only there tonight. Yeah, this does
sorry to
move.
hear that.
That's fine. Just tonight.
No, the East Side moved.
Oh, yeah.
East Side
Eastville.
Comedy. Eastville, sorry. Used to be in...
it's in Park Slope.
Okay.
It's in Brooklyn.
It's in Park Slope.
We were just talking...
But can I plug my road dates instead of a 7-minute set that I'm going to do?
Oh, that's only 7 minutes. Huh?
Rochester, New York. Right in the hood, guys, at the Carlson.
It's a great gig.
8, 9, 10. I've never done it. Fun time?
I did it not long ago. It's a great gig. That's where I was actually in Mama San's when I dropped my iPhone in the toilet.
That's great. You were on the phone with Rob at the time, right?
Yep.
What's Mama San's? Like
it's
an Asian
it's
place?
an amazing Vietnamese place. It's great Vietnamese food.
Okay.
And I was on my iPhone. I dropped it in the fucking urinal.
Do you suggest that I eat at this establishment?
I do, yes.
And then drop your phone in the urinal.
Yes.
It's a great time. We were just talking about the actress that played Violet Beauregard in Willy Wonka passed away.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. They took her off life support.
They did.
Dan St. Germain posted about it, and the picture they used, the headline said actress Violet, or actress...
Violet Beauregard.
Something Denise Nickerson.
It said actress Denise Nickerson taken off life support, and it had the picture of her as the blueberry.
I saw that. Like Variety just posted the photo of her all blue. I was like, is it complications from that incident, or? But I always like for people that leave acting, like you were just saying, Jim. Like, what is it like for her?
It's a nice segue.
For all the years, right? What is it like to know that is the most important thing she ever did in her life? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that people go back to. When she dies, people are going to be talking about her at 12 doing Willy Wonka. You're never getting past it.
Well, I mean, look, it's more than they'll say about you or me. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
Well, like, what's our... Jim, I feel like, has a shot. They go, Lucky Louie... Opie and Anthony.
Jim's shot is like, oh yeah,
has several specials.
He used to go up and on stage and talk about when he sucked his friend's dicks.
That's right.
Yeah. Comedian who sucked his friend's dick, taken off life support.
What is that like for you, Jim, to know that, like, as of right now, and I only say this because people, when they talk about your comedy specials, every single time, Monster Rain comes
You're
up.
saying that they're going to say when I die, this is the first time a hose was ever pulled out of his mouth?
Like, for you at this moment, and I think that that's true, Monster Rain is your White Album, I guess. Monster Rain is the thing.
Sgt. Pepper.
The title.
Sgt. Pepper.
It's not my best special, but yeah, I know what you mean, like the name of it.
That's the thing that people always cite. Like Monster Rain and the story behind Monster Rain.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Which special would you rather be remembered for?
Either contextually inadequate or Mouthful of Shame. One of the last two.
Okay. I think Mouthful of Shame would be a nice one to be remembered.
Yeah, I think
for.
so too.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about Jim. I like to think his best work is yet to come.
No, it's finished.
Oh, you think so?
What do you think though? Like, I mean, I'm busting balls, but it's like, what? That's a pretty big fucking thing, you know?
Huge.
Like,
I mean,
Violet.
She's literally,
What's
and
bigger?
that movie, you can show it. Little kids now will watch that movie. Like, this generation of kids will also grow up with that version of Willy Wonka.
Because Gene Wilder is so fucking great.
He's
in
incredible.
It. He's so great.
Yeah. He's amazing in it. It's he's one of the guys. That's a guy I'm bummed out because you were when I walked in. I think Jim was saying she worked from 71 to 78 and then just stopped.
That, yeah.
I was bummed out for years and years and years that Gene Wilder kind of just walked away from comedy and doing movies.
Yeah.
And I mean, we could have gotten another 20 years of funny out of him. And like
Easily.
and he wrote a lot of books that did very well. But the only like funny acting thing he did in the last like 30 years of his career was a couple Will and Grace episodes. And he's funny on them. But you're like,
it's not exactly iconic.
I think he just got bored with it, or he didn't want to do it. But like, look at his IMDb. He didn't do that many movies.
No, yeah.
Stir Crazy, Silver Streak.
But they're all incredible.
They're great. But it's not that he was very selective, I guess, of what Young Frankenstein, of course. Like, he did some amazing.
He started doing those at the end there, like Lady in Question. He started doing those things where he was playing like the detective, Murder in a Small Town.
And those are like TV movies.
Yeah, they were like, maybe they were based on his books. I don't know. I know
I'll bet
he wrote
they were
fiction, but I mean, yeah, but it's like Eligible Dentist. The hell is that?
Yeah, I was like,
I never heard that. Or the TV series, something wilder.
But in terms of like film, he kind of stopped in 1990, 1991.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Here's what's crazy.
Another You.
And I would put money on this. Another You, not a great movie, but it is the last prior Wilder movie.
Right.
Gene Wilder's funniest scene ever that he ever did ever is in that movie.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. He plays a pathological liar in the movie, and Richard Pryor plays a hustler who's getting out of jail, who's being assigned to him as his
Parole officer?
Whatever the fuck. No. What's that called? Public service or public? What?
Public.
I do not know. I've never been arrested.
Helping man? I don't know, Joe.
Helper buddy, I believe.
I don't know
is-
what you're saying.
Community service.
Oh.
Okay.
Gene Wilder's his community service. He's got to take care of him.
I see.
And but he's a hustler, and Gene Wilder's a pathological liar who's just getting out of a mental institution. He's trying not to lie.
Uh-huh.
And then they get roped into this scheme where these people are trying to give them all this money, and it's clearly they're being hustled for something. And Richard Pryor makes Gene Wilder go meet the guy, and Gene Wilder's like, he goes, just say you're this guy and take the money. And Gene Wilder's like, I can't do that. You don't understand. When I start to lie, all hell breaks loose.
Uh-huh.
So they go to meet the guy for dinner, and like, sure enough, Gene Wilder cracks. And it's just a fucking shit show. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. He just starts telling these crazy stories and these crazy lies.
I'm gonna have to. I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've
Very
seen
funny.
it, and it was the only thing I didn't love it. Another You, and then what was the other one? Hear No Evil, See No Evil. It was terrible. That was the last one, right? One blind.
No.
one
Another
deaf.
You was the very last one.
That was
I
after
think-
this.
Yeah, Hear No Evil, Hear No Evil is pretty good.
But
You think
Pryor
it's
was
bad?
so sick. It makes me sad because he was so frail. Like,
Well, he's even worse in Another You. Like his in Hear No Evil, See No Evil, he's skinny. In Another You, he's like his timing's off, like when he talks and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I mean, even in the-
it's very sad.
Even in the preview, he looks sickly.
let me see a second of that preview. But that's 1991. Isn't that amazing how long ago he got fucked up?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
And he didn't die till what, like
2006.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So it's just what's that? 15 years.
15 years of being like really immobile. Like what torture for for any person. But you're a comic and you just can't talk.
Yeah. Well, and especially, I mean, not to reduce it to this, but like, especially a guy that loved fucking pussy and drugs.
He didn't even get to get any pussy.
I just mean like a guy like,
He liked to have a good time.
Yeah. It's
He liked to live life.
It's extra tough. It's extra tough.
I just want to hear Pryor for a second. I don't remember the movie. I saw it.
So this is the trailer for Another You, which is the last Pryor movie. Yeah. Prior Gene
We have
Wilder
someone
movie.
very special here tonight. One of the greatest sax players around. The one and only, Mr. Eddie Dash.
Oh, he's trying to. Oh, he's
I
like.
can have a degree here in 24 hours from Harvard.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, he's so frail.
Did people know he was like sick at
They
this
knew-
point?
They knew something was wrong because his mouth,
Yeah, he doesn't even look like Richard Pryor
It looks
anymore.
like he's talking. It looks like his mouth has like he's got frozen mouth.
Yeah.
But did people think he was on drugs or sick? Do you remember?
I think they knew he was.
You've had that a few times, right? You've had frosted mouth.
It's glazed
Well,
mouth,
no,
Joe.
that implies that I wasted. Now, I don't know if people knew he was sick. They knew there was something wrong with him, though. They thought he had AIDS at first.
Look
Yeah,
at the
that was
mullet
the
on
big-
Gene Wilder, huh?
right.
Who remembered
Yeah.
that Gene Wilder decided to go for the curly mullet?
Yeah, I can't even watch this. It's depressing because it's so not Richard Pryor the way he talks.
No. But
It's so unnatural.
This is the scene, though. I mean, there's gonna be 2 seconds of it, but this is the scene in the restaurant.
That's great.
And it's a tour de force for Wilder. This one scene, and the rest of the movie.
I like that you just said tour de force.
Did you ever see the
That's how I
interview
talk.
Pryor did? And like it was right after Stir Crazy Rap. They were in Arizona.
Yes.
And you saw that where he's drunk. It's my favorite Pryor. He's like loaded. He called he's like, Gene's a faggot. He called he had young boys come in. Like, yeah, he said something. But then you could tell
He's joking or?
Yes, but no.
Wow.
It seems like he meant it, but he loves Gene. Like I think he meant that Gene was gay. Like I don't think he was saying that in a derogatory way.
Right.
He was just saying like he's a homosexual.
Right,
Wow.
but he was saying that.
He does.
Like he wasn't joking about that.
I don't know if you look up Richard, you find it. Maybe we could get that quote. It's a Richard Pryor interview when he's drunk.
He's really fucked up. I think that is because that's the movie he was on when he burned himself up.
See no evil. I mean,
Was Stir Crazy. They had to take a break, and he said later, he goes, "If you see there are parts of the movie you can see scarring on my neck
But his
that's not there at other parts because he burned up during fucking Stir Crazy. I think this is literally like right before it happened, dude. He is out of his fucking mind.
He's
in this
coked.
thing.
He had done an interview with this guy who's a school teacher during the morning, and apparently the sound got fucked up, so they had to retape the interview later in the afternoon after Pryor was done shooting, and you can tell
he got all
he's loaded.
Yeah.
And the guy is trying to hold it together and get like a serious, about being a comedian, and Pryor's obnoxious. But you understand this is what he was like to deal with, like impossible.
Yeah.
To control, to deal with, nasty.
Yeah, Gene Wilder must have had a hell of a time trying to do all those films with him.
Wilder said in his autobiography, and it was kind of disheartening. I remember talking to Burr about it, and we were like, ugh. Wilder says, he's like, we weren't friends. He's like, I respected Richard and we were a good team on screen. He's like, but he was really unprofessional and we weren't friends. And
because Wilder always took it very
to
seriously.
I saw him.
Yeah.
Me and who did I go to see? Was it Shirai? I forget who I went to see. Was it you?
At the 92nd Street Y.
It's him. We went and saw Gene's talk.
Oh, you saw that?
And Wilder talked, and they asked him about Pryor.
That's when we got pictures.
That's right. What do you think of when you hear the name Richard Pryor? And I think he said wasted time or wasted talent. Like he wasted so much time. Like when he was there and president, he was great.
Right.
But he wasted so much time and talent.
Right. How was that?
It was sad.
Talk overall. I've seen the excerpts from it, and it seemed pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was
really good.
I've seen him speak there, Sidney Poitier speak there. It's like a really great place to go watch. The 92nd Street Y is incredible.
Nice.
But hearing Wilder talk, and
it's a bummer.
Somebody is saying it on the phone. Paul in New Jersey, if he wants to say, 'cause I think he's right.
Let's go to Paul. What's up, bud?
Hey guys, two things. I think after Gilda Radner died, he lost his will to act.
I think
I
you're
remember
right.
reading in an interview. So, hey Jim, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Hey, I mean this in all seriousness. This is unrelated to the topic. I've been a fan of yours since the first time I ever heard you on O&A.
Thank you.
And I mean this, where do you think your comedy has gone from there to now? Because I think it's been an incredible transformation.
What the hell is this phone call?
I don't know. I don't know if you mean that in a good way or a bad way.
No, I remember. I mean, when I hear your older stuff, it's just almost dice-like in quality. And now, like the last few times I've seen you on tour, and the Mouthful of Shame tour, especially. I mean, it's been riveting comedy where it's thoughtful and very insightful. It makes you think and realize the jokes that you're getting to. You follow what I'm saying?
Well, thank you.
I appreciate the intern who is posing as a caller.
Let me see here. When you begin to craft a joke, no, you know what it is? You get older. When you get older, you change a little bit and you get better at doing it. I think that's all it is. I've gotten older and I've done it for longer, and you get to things kind of that you want to get to in a better way. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Jim also took on the attitude that if fans want his old shit, they can buy his old album.
That's right.
That's right.
Sam and I have said that.
You should have done the...
Joe!
The Jerry Lewis at King of Comedy. I love that speech. When he goes to De Niro, he goes, when we're up there, it looks very easy to you.
That's
like,
right.
You don't see what's happening inside our minds. I love when guys talk like that.
When I craft a thought that I want to... Merriment's always important to me.
And it is crafting. It is crafting. You are cutting away. You are retooling.
It's funny you say that, sir. Thank you for your nice compliments. But however, I'm going to be posting the Jeffrey Epstein joke video probably in an hour or so, and you will see that I have not gotten as far as you think.
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure that caller was planted from a group of people playing a game of how can we make Jim sound like the biggest pompous asshole possible.
I disagree. I think that man speaks for thousands.
Thousands?
Wanting to know how I do it.
Jim,
how do you... Rupert, how do you do it? How do you do it, Rupert? The best is he just sits there like a fucking idiot and he has no real good answer.
Jim, I'd like to ask how you take a simple observation in everyday life. What is the process to bring that to fruition on stage as a fully fleshed out routine?
I take the terrible, awful things in my life,
turn it into something funny.
The best is when De Niro is sitting in Jerry Lewis's office. Well, he's sitting in an office and he's trying to get comfortable, and he just looks like such a fucking.
Oh, when he's in the waiting room.
Oh yeah, where he's.
Oh, I'll wait.
Oh wait. But he's sitting there stiff and he's all curled up in the chair. It's
Right.
so goddamn funny.
Because he knows that they don't want him there, but he's not leaving.
He's trying to be comfortable.
Yeah.
He's not even trying to be a dick. He's just
No.
trying to be comfy.
It's a rough. I think that movie. I mean,
King of Comedy.
Few comedians I think have ever gone to that length to try to make it. But I think that movie resonates with every comic because obviously we've never sat in Jerry Lewis's office trying to feel comfortable. You know, it's not literally the same.
Sure.
But we all remember. You remember going to your first clubs and nobody giving a fuck.
Well, the
and
desperation.
Just
right.
Oh my God.
It's a great insight into a comedian's mind, though. Like when he said something like, like the arrogance of what he's saying about you're all going to realize that I'm right and you're like, there is a lot of truth in that. And there's a moment in that movie where he's having a fantasy about the principal of his school, and him and Rita are getting married, and the principal is going, Rupert and Rita, and he's going, I just wanted to say here on TV in front of everybody, you were right, Rupert, and we were wrong. That's everybody's fantasy moment of vindication. We all want that moment of vindication. That was such a great scene. You were right and we were wrong.
Yeah,
The principal.
Still fantasize about it. Like when I drift off into my deepest comedian fantasies, it's not Madison Square Garden. It's like for some reason they reopen my high school and I go back and everybody's there. You know what I mean? Like you still drift back to that.
You
man.
drift back to it because that's kind of what made you want to do it. If I was really like, I was popular because I was funny, but I didn't meet girls wanted nothing to do with me.
Right.
No. But if I got a lot of girls and I was kind of cute and I was somewhat athletic, who the fuck knows? That little attention whore desperation wouldn't have been there.
A lot of people peak in high school.
Dude, they really do.
A lot of people peak.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's why Cobra Kai is so good. You know what I mean?
Dude, Cobra Kai,
they just
because you realize they both peaked in high school.
Yeah.
Like, because the predictable angle would have been like Ralph Macchio is still the Karate Kid and still a good dude, but the bully peaked in high school. And then they went with the angle that no, Ralph Macchio also peaked in high school.
Both peaked in high school. I want to see
like
that.
he's still living off of that glory of winning a karate tournament in high school.
Yeah, when it opens on when the show, I won't ruin anything, but when the show opens, you actually like Danny? Is that the
No, Daniel San.
Johnny.
Sorry,
Johnny. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
You like Johnny more than you think Daniel San's a fucking hard on when it starts.
Yeah, absolutely. And it
comes in from that angle.
Okay.
It plays into that all those videos that they've posted where people kind of explore the film and go, no. Sweep the leg Johnny was always the hero.
That's such there's some funny people out there, man. That's one of my favorite videos where they show what a hero he was.
They go through the evidence.
And the Game of Thrones, if it was shot in the 80s. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh, okay. They did a brilliant trailer for what the opening of Game of Thrones would have looked like in the 80s.
I don't even watch Game of Thrones, and
the
I thought it was
tone
funny.
is so different. It's just it captures 80s television so
There it is,
beautifully.
VHS intro.
So it's almost like Beastmaster the series or something.
Yeah, totally,
like that.
totally.
Okay.
Game of Thrones, but it won't make sense out of.
If you look up Game of Thrones, I think Joe will get it because this is. I got it.
Watch the first few seconds of it. Yeah, but yeah.
And I don't watch it. It's just it's if you look up Game of Thrones VHS intro, it just makes it look like every sort of goofball. It's like in the era. It's like the early '90s when like Xena and Hercules were big.
And this
series.
is the old HBO opening, I think.
Yeah.
Simply the best choice on TV. HBO.
Oh, look at that hideous graphic.
On the MIDI keyboard.
That's the God, that's
it's just so right on.
Moments of victory and smiling.
I mean, the font is perfect.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it would have been in the 80s.
It's a little visual,
And
but
they're
you can
showing
hear
them
in
all
the song.
smiling.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Whoever did this is fucking brilliant.
You know what actor did a very similar thing to Gene Wilder where he just kind of...
Patrick Duffy from Dallas.
No, I think Patrick Duffy had a nice long run.
I don't know.
He went and did Step by Step after Dallas.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah, no, I was thinking somebody that walked away. I think Patrick Duffy...
Someone who walked away from...
acting.
James Dean.
Or from Gene Wilder, he walked away.
No, with Gene...
He walked
similar
away with
to Gene Wilder.
He and Gene Wilder retired together.
Not at the same time.
After Gilda died, they lived together?
No.
Okay.
Similar career path.
Similar.
James Dean.
No, James
He
Dean
quit?
He didn't walk.
John Cazale quit.
He drove away.
The porn star James Dean.
No,
That's
I
who I
think
meant.
he's still performing.
John Cazale. That's who you meant.
The answer is
Did 6 films.
Yeah, but he passed away.
died,
He didn't
though.
walk away.
Yeah, he did. He hopped on the Cancer Express. Yeah, John Cazale.
He was incredible, but he passed away. He wasn't his
Who
choice.
walked away? Give me 4 of his movies, and I'll guess.
No, that's a terrible. I mean, I might as well just tell you at that point.
I'm excited to hear who
I
this
am too. I
is.
like
Yeah.
guessing, though.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
I tell you, it's very, very similar.
Well, give a clue.
To
Give a clue, you fuck.
Give me
Gene,
your
you
range.
need to relax. First of all, you're
How
sounding like
about
a,
a
short guy in
range
bagel
of
store.
years?
Okay, it was after Gene Wilder,
Okay.
but not too long after Gene Wilder that he walked away.
Gerard Depardieu.
Oh, that guy's great.
He's good stuff. My Father, the Hero.
I love Gerard Depardieu.
Oh, he's the best.
Soviet citizen now because he didn't want to pay French taxes.
Smart
Yeah,
guy.
and
Smart
he's-
guy.
I got a story, but after this.
By the way, anyone who says I got a story about Gerard Depardieu, I'm in. Whatever that fucking story is, I'm in.
Wasn't thinking about Gerard Depardieu.
Who?
I was thinking about this is a guy, also a comic actor, but more in the probably family
Sir
style.
John Gielgud.
That's not what I was thinking of.
Charles Grodin.
Not Charles Grodin.
Dudley
Charles Grodin went
Moore.
on as long as humanly possible.
Dudley
too.
Moore.
He did all the Beethoven movies.
Chevy Chase.
Not Chevy Chase. He hung on for dear life. Everybody called him an
Comic
asshole. He was
actor.
still working.
Peter O'Toole.
He was
Peter
in,
O'Toole. That's not a comic actor.
He was in Tim Allen.
Tim Allen is literally still on television.
And he's doing Santa movies, Joe. He's done 11 Santa movies.
Yeah.
I forgot. I forgot.
Every time there's a weird angle, Christmas for Jews.
Yeah.
Tim Allen is Santa.
The biggest movie in theaters right now is Toy Story 4. That's a
he
Tim
in
Allen.
that? Oh, yeah,
That's a
I
Tim Allen
forgot
film.
that.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
He's absolutely still
He's in
working.
those?
He's Buzz Lightyear.
Buzz.
I think I've never seen him.
Yeah, he's Buzz Lightyear.
Who is?
I've never seen him either.
Who is the
yeah, he's
actor?
Buzz.
Well, give us a little bit of.
Yeah, give us a one.
Yeah, one of the, give us a year's range.
I know who it is.
I bet you do. He got. Honestly, it might be the exact same as Gene Wilder. He got big in the mid to late 80s, and he dropped off in the early 90s.
Mason Reese.
Not Mason Reese.
I know it's the game, but
Okay.
my skin is crawling at the lack of clues right now. Like,
I'm not
really
getting
don't know clues.
I'm literally clenching my fist right now.
What
I want to
clues
know.
do you want?
Give
I
me
want a
one
clue.
movie.
Or
I give you a movie, then I just give you the answer.
Or how about? Okay, so you're saying 80s, and when did he stop? I mean, there's a-
Early 90s. He's big. He was amazing. He was in a musical.
The Amazing Jonathan.
Not The Amazing Jonathan.
Okay.
No, he's much
Steve
bigger.
Byrne did a
Much
documentary
bigger
on
than-
him.
Yeah.
Steve
yeah.
Byrne. I want to see
I
the
saw that.
documentary. Is it good,
It's
right?
on YouTube. Yeah, it's
good
good.
for Steve, man.
Yeah, it's great.
But it's not Steve Byrne either. He's still working.
It's still
Right.
That's
Steve
not.
Byrne
I was
hasn't
thinking of
walked
Steve
away.
Byrne.
No, Steve Byrne is like
Byrne has
creative.
not walked away.
He's
I have
really.
a- I have a clue
It's a
you
great
can-
doc.
He's a legend, and I believe he walked away because his wife died as well. Isn't
Yes,
that true?
that's
yes.
correct.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Okay, and I'll give you another one. He's Canadian.
Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis.
He nailed it. DeRosa got it. It's Rick Moranis. Way to go, buddy.
Jim doesn't look happy for me. That
Why
I
don't you
guessed
look?
it.
Why aren't you happy?
No, I'm happy for Joe. I'm just not happy it was Rick Moranis.
Why?
I don't care.
How do you not care about Rick Moranis? He's incredible.
Didn't he direct after that or no?
No, he walked
No,
away from show
he
business.
walked away to take care of his kids after his wife died.
You know what? You're right. Yeah, I did hear that.
I
Good
mean,
He
call.
still does voice work. But
How
that's
are
it.
you not impressed by Rick Moranis?
He was great. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Blew Up the Kid.
You celebrate all. Honey, I'll raise the kids alone.
The whole. No, I mean, I Little Shop of Horrors was like one of my favorite movies of all time.
Spaceballs?
Spaceballs.
Ghostbusters?
Strange Brew, isn't that what that movie's
I
called?
have a feeling he might pop up in this new Ghostbusters. I feel like that might be the thing that gets him back.
Do you think he'll sing the songs from the Plant movie?
No.
Little Shop of
But
Horrors?
think
I hope so.
He might sing the songs from his latest comedy records because he has been putting out musical comedy albums.
Are they good?
It's an odd choice.
Yeah, it is, right?
They're like character. It'll be like you know, like Rabbi Manischewitz sings the blues. You know what I mean? It'll be like
So
one
the
of
answer
those
be no.
things. Yeah, it's not good. They don't look very funny.
So that's a hard no. Huh?
It's not my cup of tea though. But again, a guy like Rick Moranis, I respect. So it's just not. It's not for me. But it's probably not meant for me either.
Now, Jim, along the lines of your process with comedy, what is your cup of tea? Break down Jim Norton's cup of tea.
You know, I don't have a particular. I love all kinds of different humor. There's no one in particular that I could say like, okay, that's the style I like.
What do you think of Little Shop of Horrors? You always say you don't.
I don't
like
remember it.
Suddenly Seymour.
I never saw that.
I didn't. I was just joking.
Song
I
from
thought
Little
you were
Shop
going
of
to do
Horrors.
like a funny.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah,
but I'm actually thinking I'm
the pomposity of you to actually answer Joe's question legitimately.
You know, I knew he was joking. I just,
it's skin crawling.
Yeah, I mean, look. The bottom line is, he did ask me. Joe did set me up beautifully, and I did decide to, instead of being comedian with a comedian, I decided to step on a soapbox and give a real answer.
Right.
So basically, I'm a foolish asshole.
You decided to avoid entertainment.
Yeah,
I
did.
Just go with insight
and really search for what my cup of tea may be.
Yeah.
Fucking fruit.
Yeah.
Moranis, I think he'll come back in that new Ghostbusters.
You do?
I think they've got everybody.
Did you hear the song for that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Huey Lewis.
Maybe he'll sing that in the thing. Maybe he'll sing that.
Ray Parker gets nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Are you excited about the new Ghostbusters movie?
All kidding aside.
Yeah. Enough with the jokes now. Let's talk Ghostbusters.
Yeah, let's talk serious.
I am.
You are
I
excited.
think it's cool.
Who's doing it? Jason Reitman?
Yeah, and I think that's cool that it's Ivan's son is doing it, and Jason Reitman's obviously a great director and creator.
Don't you feel like Paul Feig's got to... Come on, guys. You're making me look like an asshole by doing that.
Oh, Feig is not doing it, of course.
No,
Right?
Jason Reitman is. It's almost like they're making this movie as a make good for Paul Feig's
Well, he
movie.
got stuck. The bottom line is that. So is he doing this one too? Because they said it was so. They love the girls one so much.
No. Jason Reitman's doing this. They're ignoring the girls movie altogether.
By the way, I just saw Melissa McCarthy, who is a funny motherfucker, on an old episode of Curb, which I'm watching for the first time. I've never seen it.
Oh, I'm
And she was-
jealous, dude. That's great.
Do you remember her in Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Of
She had
course.
like one scene in a store, but just her mouth and the way she talks, you look at her, you're like, God damn, she is fucking
She's
hilarious.
great. Hilarious. She's great.
She's hilarious.
Hilarious.
She's great. So wait, how far are you into Curb?
Season 4, I just saw the episode. I'm still in the middle of the episode where they fucking buy Girls Gone Wild.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
And he hit the dog, and they're gonna bring it back.
Yeah,
but they want to watch Girls Gone Wild. It's a very well crafted show, and even it's shit you don't laugh at. You're like, God, that's just such an interesting thing to watch.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting show.
It's a great show.
Even when you don't laugh at it, you're like, I love the way he thinks and the way he structures a story. It's just so silly.
It's great. That's one of my favorite lines in the entire series is when Garland's on the phone and he goes, "They're girls and they're going wild."
Yeah, Jeff Garland is tremendous. I've known Jeff Garland since probably 2001 or 2 from Tough Crowd, 2003 from Tough Crowd, and I never saw the show. Like, I get it.
Great.
It's a great show. And dude, here's why I'm super jealous. You still get to see the Seinfeld reunion season.
He's not going to appreciate it. He doesn't watch Seinfeld.
I didn't watch Seinfeld.
You didn't watch
But I've
Seinfeld?
already seen Julie Dreyfus and Jason Alexander. Very funny.
Yeah, but they do a whole
I'm
Seinfeld
sure,
reunion.
I'm sure I'll love it. I mean, I
It's
get
awesome.
Why
And
would
then
you
it's-
like? You didn't watch Seinfeld.
So what? I'll enjoy the show. I'm not, I'm
You'll
not-
enjoy the Michael Richards stuff.
Yeah,
sure
it's,
will.
It's
Like,
great.
Him and
I
JB
love it.
Smoove are so good.
Yeah, it's really great. And
The
it's fun
irony.
seeing Seinfeld in scenes where people say like cunt.
You like that?
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it's
that
just-
joke. I've seen that joke. Yeah.
Yeah. Your cunt is in the sink. And then Seinfeld laughs and he goes, I had no idea it'd be that disgusting.
You wonder if he really heard that joke before or if they just told him that for the first time and he saw it.
I got the impression that they were probably, I assume they were old friends, right? Like Bob Epstein and all those guys.
I would imagine.
So I don't know. What am I pontificating? I have no idea.
Is Super Dave in the show? Super Dave is the one whose dad died and he went to the fucking game by himself to commemorate his dad?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, he's funny, man.
Yeah, he's great.
So funny.
It's such a good show.
He's great. He gets better and better as it
Yeah.
goes on. He becomes more and more of a prick and more of an adversary of Larry's, and Super Dave gets really fucking funny.
I love seeing James B. C. King in it. He was in that one. He played the guy who worked at the fucking what's it called? The fucking country club. Who he's auditioning. He's like, oh yeah, I've got a schooner. He's lying to the two white guys. Do you know who I mean?
Yeah,
In that
kind
episode,
of.
one of those guys, James B. C. King. He was in Hill Street Blues, and he was great in a movie called The Star Chamber, where Michael Douglas was fucking. Played a judge, and Hal Holbrook is in it, and they're fucking doing all these where they're going after criminals who have gotten off, who actually committed the crime, and they hire people to kill them.
Only thing I know about the
alright.
Star Chamber is that's where Dennis does his shows.
Oh,
Dennis
okay.
Falcone.
It's also my nickname for my asshole. Star Chamber, eater of fingernails.
You know who's going to be excited about Ghostbusters 3?
Who?
Winston.
Yeah, he is. He's
Yeah, I mean, he's
saying a lot of stuff about it in the press.
I would imagine. I mean, he's all he's been doing since then. He did Oz. He's the warden in Oz.
Right.
But after that, he's just been doing Comic Cons in his Ghostbusters outfit.
Man, Oz is such. I just watched the '90s, that docuseries that was on CNN, and they do 2 full episodes about TV in the '90s, and they do a big chunk on Seinfeld and all that, but they do a chunk on Oz.
Really?
That show was so odd. Like I didn't realize
I love that
it.
show.
Like there's all those shots where it's like the guy is spinning upside down.
Harold Perrineau, right?
Yeah, the narrator.
As he's talking and stuff. Like it's such a weirdly. It's almost
they shot it like a play.
Yeah, exactly.
Like every episode is like a play.
Yes.
I watched the first couple of seasons, and
You love all the dicks.
Well, sure, I work with a bunch. I don't. That was not really the way I delivered that was really like no.
Pretty cheeseball.
Yeah, it was very fucking vaudevillian. Well, that's what she said. Have a pickle.
Yeah.
But I never loved Oz. The acting was great. Who's the guy Adewale who plays Adebisi was fucking great. He was in Lost.
I love that show.
But it was because it wasn't realistic. Like I didn't like that it was a future prison or like.
It's not a future prison.
Oh, theoretical. What was it? It was it's something that doesn't happen.
No. It's a prison that's designed for you to be able to have a dramatic show.
It's very.
But it's not.
No. But there was something theoretically with the prison I didn't like. 'Cause any prison can be dramatic.
I don't remember. It's very Abel Ferrara or like Jim Jarmushy. It feels like one of their films where like if you ever saw King of New York by Abel Ferrara, it's a gangster movie, but it's got this
Walken's
weird
in that, right? Wesley Snipes, yeah.
It's Walken and I think Snipes, but what's his name's in it too? Morpheus, fucking Larry Fishburne plays like his main dude.
Was Wesley Snipes in that or no? I thought he was. I could be wrong.
I think he's also.
Clarence Williams III is he in that?
So.
Oh no, it's Sugar Hill.
Oh yeah, you're right. But I mean, if you watch that movie, it does not feel like it doesn't feel quite as grounded as Goodfellas. It's got a certain surreal quality to it. And that's what Oz always made me
surreal.
Think of, you know.
Yeah, the Walken was great in that.
What did he sound like?
Yeah.
Oh, you look. Oh, New York, the king. Oh.
You know what? You should work on that because nobody does a Walken.
I know. I've been trying to do it. I do like a funny thing. Like, what if Walken and Nicholson were taking a road trip?
Oh, I like that. And then,
what would happen?
Could I be Nicholson or you?
I was going to do both.
Okay, well, do both. Do both.
Then you could do.
Well, who do you?
So you know what,
Joe? Do you do anybody that's would sit in the back seat? Maybe
I'll come in with like a. I've never as a Bill Clinton.
All right.
Well, you kind of do a Bill Clinton, though.
Yeah, no,
you
I
do?
Yeah, but I'd like to hear yours though. I don't want to do 3.
What about Cosby? Nobody really does Cosby.
You don't do a Cosby.
I do.
You do.
I just haven't done them since the whole scandal.
Well, we'd like to do something.
I want all 4 from you in the car right now. They're arguing about which drive-through to go through on the road.
There's actually something I prefer to Cosby. What if, and Jim, this is just a crazy scenario. I know you love it when we throw bits at you because it makes it a little easier.
It's more organic.
Yeah, it's a little more organic.
Yeah, it's more natural.
What if we're in a car, right?
Sure.
And it's Christopher Walken, it's Bill Clinton, it's Bill Cosby, and it's James Earl Jones. And they're all just kind of having a discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, there's so much traffic today. I'm gonna have to chase these drivers with an axe.
Who are we speaking to right now?
Well, that's Jack.
This is Jack Nicholson.
He's speaking to everyone in the car.
No, but say, so I know.
It is an audio thing, so maybe the characters should introduce themselves
you know what?
organically. Hey, I'm Jack Nicholson.
Hey, hey, Christopher Walken.
There you go.
This is me driving, and I want to chase all these bad drivers with an axe. Oh, Jack Nicholson, why don't you pull over and let me drive?
Who's in the back seat?
Who's in the back seat? Hey.
The traffic is so bad. I hope it don't break down because somebody might shoot us on the side of the road.
Who's next to him? Who's next to him? Who's next to Bill?
Hurry up! You gotta get me to the airport! The Lolita Express is leaving without me!
Who's next to Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
Your driving needs a lot to be desired.
And scene. That was terrific.
Wow, very good.
That was terrific.
And I'll tell you, halfway through, I didn't even need the name introductions anymore.
No,
I knew
like
exactly who he was.
Well,
doing.
that's Jim's subtleties. Is he'll just put in tiny little personality characteristics, like Bill Clinton.
Is there anything that makes you want to punch an impressionist in the throat more than when they break into the impression, like on Ellen or something, and they go, okay, this is Regis Philbin now you're talking to. Oh my God, dude.
There's nothing I hate
horrible.
more than that, and there's nothing better than a guy who does them different. Like Frank Caliendo, I could watch all day. He makes me laugh because he does new version Pacino, John Madden. His Bush is incredible. Like he does guys that you don't see many guys doing.
Yeah.
I love him. I love Bill Hader. Who does anyone who does Alan Alda. I love
Bill Hader's.
Oh, yeah.
Alan Alda is
It's
great.
incredible. A good impressionist is Jay
love it.
Farrow is really good too. I
Farrow
saw
is
him.
really good.
Amazing.
He does a good Obama.
He was fucking. I saw him on some show recently. I watched a clip of him. I forget who he was doing. It was it Wesley Snipes or it was somebody that you don't see as often. You're like, fuck.
He used to do SNL, like on SNL when he was on the show. He would do impression medleys on Weekend Update.
He's really he does really esoteric ones. He does Will Smith. I never saw anybody do Will
Maybe
Smith.
that's who he was doing. I don't quite remember.
And it's fucking spot. And when he first says like I'm going to do Will Smith, you're like, how do you do a Will Smith?
Yeah,
And
like
then he
what's
does it,
definable about Will Smith?
and it's like it's spot on. As soon as he does it, you're like, oh.
Let's see Jay Farrow, Will Smith, Chris Rock. Dean Edwards does a great fucking Chris Rock and a great Tracy Morgan.
And Dean did the original Denzel impression too.
Dean does
was
a great
yeah.
fucking Denzel.
Yeah.
The mouth rub and the fucking.
Oh man.
Jay Farrow also does an amazing Denzel.
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah.
He does.
Do you do Denzel?
Kind of.
Like, how would it go like?
Mr. Charlie.
But do you do Denzel?
Mr. Charlie.
Is that?
Yep. It's from Carbon Copy.
It's among the worst impressions I've ever seen in my life.
You're wrong. You've never seen Carbon Copy.
No, you're right. I haven't
Starring
seen the film.
Denzel and who? George Siegel. You hear that noise?
Yeah. No, and I heard you know that I heard it earlier because I saw you looking at me. Yeah, yeah.
This is all right. This is the Will Smith and Denzel by Jay Farrow.
All
This Will Smith is insane.
I never saw anybody do Will Smith.
Me neither until I saw this.
Because you say what's like when you see guys like that, like again Walken, it's obvious, or Nicholson. But what's definable about you? Just know Denzel is Denzel, but what do you do to get his voice?
As soon as you see the Will Smith, you're gonna go, oh, like that's what's so great about it.
So are you doing Denzel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's the question. That's the whole question at hand, right? So that's what we talking about, right? That's what we talking about. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not going to say anything bad about the man.
Oh, the lips.
It's so
The
great.
fucking shrugging and the mouth. That's what makes impressionists fucking geniuses when they're great.
Yeah.
Jay Farrow is fucking great.
Little intricacies.
Yeah.
Hear what I'm saying right now. You know, I mean,
This is Will Smith.
anyway, you know, he does this thing.
Already, by the way, hit pause. Already.
How good is that,
Yeah.
dude?
Already you're
rewind
going.
it? Can you rewind it?
It's stuff that you wouldn't
It's
even.
fucking insane.
You,
don't
don't
realize
know that
they-
you've noticed it about Will Smith
Until they do
Yeah.
it. Yes. And the Denzel hand with the fucking like the light flare at the end of it.
Yeah.
Big, he can probably hear what I'm saying right now. You know, I mean, anyway, you know, he does this thing, you know, where he's like when he shakes and he looks like a trembling Saint Bernard. Yeah. Well, yes, I had one terrible
perfect.
movie that I did, and that was Virtuosity. Yeah, he only had one good movie, Virtuosity.
All right, we got
Yeah.
it. We should take a break.
Very, very fucking good. Joe DeRosa is here.
Yes. Where are you going to be, Joe?
What are the gigs? You only promoted one gig, which was Comedy at the Carlson. What else you doing?
I'll be Comedy at the Carlson, 8th, 9th, and 10th of August. And then also, if you're in LA, Can I Kick It? July 20th, hip-hop comedy show. Me, Tone Bell, Al Jackson. We haven't done the show for 2 years out there. We're back for the first time at American Legion, July 20th. After party afterwards for a bunch of our birthdays. Come through. It's going to be fun.
All right, I love it. And then after the party, it's the hotel lobby.
Yeah, and after
Yeah.
the hotel lobby, it's the slobby on the jobby.
That's right.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. And then we go to Hobby Lobby.
And then catch me the 27th in Montreal. And I'm going to be putting these bombing jokes up probably within 30 minutes. Are they all on my thing? Awesome. Rob's great.
And yeah, well, he doesn't have a show to work on, so he's got.
Yes, I understand.
He's got.
I think, did you chew him out for that?
Yeah, of course I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Why, is that okay?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. If you
I'm
wanna...
just goofing on him. I didn't actually chew him out for it.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm not actually shouting at him for doing stuff. I just am busting his balls. I'll be on WWE Network on Sunday at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. for the Extreme Rules kickoff show.
Nice.
When we get back, we sent Mike Montone down to the ladies soccer parade that went down yesterday in New York.
Okay.
He's
that
good.
An American event?
Yeah. What, the American soccer team winning?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Because
Yeah.
they're beefing with whatever.
They are. He got to the bottom of a lot of it. We'll get to it. Joe DeRosa's sticking around. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
July 20th.
Troy, I'm going to email you a link that was just texted to me by super agent Tony Burton, who is doing his own homework. I'm going to send it to your Gmail. I'll send it to your Sirius. Tony Burton, our agent, was doing his homework as he listened to the show because he has found yet another video of the guy that we were talking about at the beginning of the show.
I found an entire channel.
The 7-Eleven thing?
Yeah.
Wait, a channel?
Is there more? He's got more stuff?
Oh, there's a lot more.
He's got a history of it, apparently. This is the guy we were talking about at the beginning.
Oh, this is what he does.
This is the bagel boss guy that we spent that time dissecting.
So this is a gag then?
I don't think it's a
he's
gag.
just
I think he's
insane.
just nuts.
That's what he does, okay.
Well, who's catching him on tape repeatedly?
No, he was taping himself here.
Okay.
Right. So so it makes sense. He was taping himself yelling at a 7-Eleven guy.
Wow.
Because he felt like he wasn't there was disservice happening to him.
In like 2 weeks. Once at 2 in the morning in Farmingdale at a gas station.
Can you rewind to
And
the
now
beginning?
here.
I missed the
come
first whatever that was, unless he starts late.
Second time I've been asked this question in like 2 weeks. Once at 2 in the morning in Farmingdale at a gas station, and now here. I come in here to get a coffee and to get a donut. It's May 5th, 2019 at like fucking 5:30 in the morning.
This only happened 2 months
This
ago.
jackass right here asking me what is my height.
Hey, boss.
Oh, wow. What is your height?
It's the short thing, man.
Yeah, but what the fuck's the guy asking him what his height is?
That's what set him off in the bagel shop.
It really did. He doesn't like questions about his height.
I don't blame him. That's a fucking rude. What is your height?
But who is asking that question?
They ask tall people. Hey, how tall are you? Guy's 6'5". You go, how tall are you? Sometimes we just do because we're curious.
You think cashiers, though? Like, first question, you ask a complete stranger?
Did you ever ask
This guy did, no.
Okay, yeah.
He absolutely did because he's filming him.
Well, yeah, the guy did. I've just never heard somebody go, how tall, like, short are you?
If it's a
rather?
gas station, maybe there's something in Middle Eastern culture where it's not considered as rude a question. Maybe that's like they just ask somebody if you want to know something and it's not considered rude or
We don't know this guy's Middle Eastern yet. Let's not make any
That's a
assumptions.
great point.
You know what
That's
I mean?
excellent.
No, you're right, Joe.
Get us all in trouble.
But
here.
I'm saying that could be why. Maybe they don't consider it rude.
Yeah,
Maybe.
no, that's
Maybe it's just a legit question, like,
Yeah.
you know, hey, where'd you get your hat? Well, how tall are you?
yeah, no.
Like when you see a tall girl, you're like, how tall are you?
Not
Sure,
with
how
the
big is
first
your dick?
question. You don't walk up to her on the street and go, hey, how tall are you?
No, but if you were
When
serving
did you
her-
transition this?
if you were serving her at a 7-Eleven and she comes in, it's like, and then you think to yourself, you probably play basketball or you play volleyball.
Right.
So
I've worked as cashiers before. I never asked anybody how tall they were.
You're not curious sometimes if somebody came in and you're
I
having
would
a
know
conversation
probably.
with-
Maybe that's not the first question I ask.
I'm curious, but I wouldn't ask it.
Right, exactly.
I might want to know.
Exactly.
What do you got to say about that? I come in here I give you guys a lot of business, right? A lot of business. I just can't. Whoa, hold on a minute.
But if he gives him a lot of business, let's play devil's advocate here. If he gives him a lot of business, he comes in regularly. Maybe they feel a little familiar with him.
That's what I was thinking.
And they feel like, oh, we're just asking, like you would ask your buddy. Troy, back to your point, if the same woman came in every day, you would say like, hey, how tall are you, by the way? You know what I mean? And not think anything of it because you build a familiarity.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like
Still a
saying
rude
how big
question.
are your tits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, you know.
Although they could ask this guy that question too. He doesn't keep himself in that great shape.
So this guy comes in all the time, and they probably just finally broke. They probably talk about every time he leaves. How tall do you think he is? I don't know.
They go to the security cam and they try to figure out where he is on that measuring tape by the door.
Is he 5 foot? Is he 4'11"? Is he a midget? Is he a dwarf? What is he?
Well, I will say, watching the original video, the entire time I had to, not because he was talking about him being short, because when I first watched it, I didn't realize that's what he was mad about.
Yeah.
And I was the whole time like, is he a little person? Like I couldn't, I was having a hard time telling.
That's why it's awful, because he's undefinable. Like you look at him, you're like, hey, kind of is little, but is he short enough to be considered a little? Maybe not.
Right.
So he has to compete in our world.
Right.
Like if in a little person's world, he's a little person, it's fine. Everybody knows a little person, but when you're kind of almost a little person, it's probably worse.
Right. Yeah, no, I'd imagine so. Yeah. Did you ever see that Taxi where Louis?
I love it.
DePalma-
As I was saying that, I was thinking of him shopping in the corduroys.
Oh my god! Yeah, oh my god, dude, it's brutal.
How fucking great. And then he hugs her and he grabs her ass. I mean, the fucking best sitcom ever.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Counter, right? To pay for my shit. You don't say hi, how you doing? The first thing out of your mouth is what's my height? Where are you from? What country are you from? What country are you from?
Okay, I am sorry.
I don't believe you, fuck. I don't believe
That's when you know you're mad. When he goes, I'm sorry. And he goes, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, fuck. Like he just threw an F-bomb in for no reason.
Sorry. What country are you from? How do you like me asking you a question like that? You don't like it, do you?
The other guy's amused by him. The guy who has got his hand over his mouth, he's amused by him.
Yeah.
The other guy's doing Jack Benny.
Yeah. Oh, the little man. Is angry. Oh.
Well.
Short guy's angry. We got the short guy upset again.
I'm 5 feet tall, 4'11". There you go.
All right, we called it, Jim.
I said it.
We called it
4'11".
earlier.
He was 4'11".
4'11". He is not 5 feet.
He's not 5 feet. He's 4'11".
Yeah.
So he's obviously, but this shit adds up every day. It's his height. Everybody makes everything about his height. He's tired of it.
I don't think everybody makes everything about his height. I think he makes everything about his height. So when his height comes up, he starts to feel like everything's about his height.
I agree with that. Also, but there is a strange thing. I'm not trying to pile on the fucking guy.
Go ahead and
He's
do it,
clearly
Joe.
got a complex.
You're much taller than he is.
There's a strange thing though, because Danny DeVito is, I think, 4'11" or 4'12". But he doesn't.
Is he about 4'12"?
Yeah, has to be 5 foot.
Oh shit!
Is he 4'12"?
Dumb.
Travis, could you look up if Danny DeVito is 4'11" or 4'12"?
Let's see. He is.
He's 4'13".
And he's in the band 311. Did you know that?
Oh wow!
The,
Investigate 311.
He's actually 4'10".
4'10", but he does not.
Not 4'12".
He does not in any way strike me as a little person.
Because he could play as a leading man.
Right.
He's so funny, but he's so funny. He's short and he's embraced it and he's hilarious, and that goes a long way.
There's
and
something.
he's Danny DeVito.
There's also just something about his build where you don't look at him and go, "Is this guy has a?" The way
Can I
he's
tell you what
built,
it is?
It's a little more ambiguous, is what I'm trying to say.
Can I tell you what it is?
What?
Danny DeVito's got big dick energy.
Well, he's got
You know what I mean?
I met him once at a party.
Yeah.
He's got swinging dick energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice, but I was like, this guy. I feel like this guy could bang anybody in the room right
And
now.
he probably feels that way too.
Yes.
There's the first episode of Taxi. He's yelling at everybody the whole show. Trigger, can't fight! Screaming over the mic. He's being a cunt. And at the end of the first episode, he walks out of the fucking cage, and then the audience sees how short he is, and it fucking kills. They have no idea how short he is, but the big punchline at the end is, look at how fucking short this mean little motherfucker.
And by the way,
Right.
they made a whole punchline of that on a giant sitcom, and somehow it didn't ruin Danny DeVito's life.
Right, it made him famous.
You know,
It made his
like
career.
somehow he's okay with
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
This guy, he gets asked what his height is, and he acts like the world's coming down in front of him. You know what that is? Little dick energy.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You should coin
Now,
that.
what do you
LDE.
Yeah.
get out of the answer? What are you trying to No, answer the question. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish out of asking me a question like that? That
What did he
pisses me
just
off.
throw? Did you see his face?
What did he throw?
Look at the guy behind the counter's reaction because he hit something. Watch.
Now, what do you get out of the answer? What are you trying to No, answer the question. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to accomplish out of asking me a question?
It looks like he kicked
threw
over
something or
He might have kicked over one of like the candy bar stands or something like that.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah, the guy got wide-eyed and looked down like, what the fuck are we getting into?
That is a Hitchcockian level of direction, right?
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's what you don't see.
I'm scared.
That's fucking fantastic.
The poor little fella. He's had enough.
He has had enough.
He's as mad as hell, and no one's concerned.
Pisses me off. What do you gain out of asking?
Oh, the other
me that?
guy's just chuckling.
I told you I'm 4'11", 5 feet. Now where are you
4'11",
from?
5 feet.
Yeah,
what
it's a
country
big
are you
difference.
from? What country are you from? Pakistan? Really? You know how much money our country gives you? Fucking third world toilet countries?
Okay. Okay, that seems a little. I don't think
world toilet countries.
Toilet countries is not the nicest thing in the world.
Sir, I feel like this isn't about you being short anymore.
He's just angry.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna say, "How tall are you?" Oh, I'm 4'11". What are you, a toilet? What? No, that's
what doesn't help this short guy's cause is as he's yelling, he's pacing back and forth like this.
Elbows sticking out. Yeah, I would say it did illustrate. He was illustrating his point when he said, "Oh, I could see where it could be a little off-putting for you to just say, hey, what country are you from? Hey, what's your height?" Like, okay, I'm starting to see the correlation. But when he says how much money we give your toilet country, it's like, okay, we've gotten past this. Now we've gone way past where this isn't. There's no equivalency here anymore. You've lost the equivalency.
Your third world
toilet country.
Yeah, this guy has very definitive feelings.
He called me short. Okay.
Listen, for our country, you wouldn't be working here.
Well, yeah, you're in the country.
Now, why would you ask me a question like that? I'm a customer coming in here to buy a coffee at 5:30 in the morning, and you ask me what's my height? Why do you ask me that? Why do you want to know that? I'm dying to know, because I've had people ask me this. Why do you want to know? What are you gaining out of that question? What are you gaining out of that?
Go to the police station.
What?
Go to the police station.
For what?
For me.
I'm gonna call them next for harassment, because that's what you're fucking doing. You're harassing me.
Why?
What if I came up to the counter and go?
He's like, look, dude, go to the police if you got a problem. What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you, little fella?
You're a tiny little man. You walked into my store. I asked you what the deal was.
Look, kiddo, you're tuckered out. You're tired. Get some sleep.
Eat candy and play all day. Tired. But I also, as much as this guy's being obnoxious, yelling at everybody, the problem is he doesn't know how to handle the fact that he's snapped. Like he's something happened where he can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
He hates his life. He hates being short. He hates these dumb questions.
He's an angry man.
He's an angry dude. But then you realize this guy said, how tall are you? And he's like, you fuck you. Like he just can't.
He's an angry man. He might be a little bit racist.
I don't even know if he's right. Maybe he is, but
He said third world toilet country.
But he's reacting. When you're angry, you say whatever you can. If that guy was fat, I'd be like, how much do we give you, fat fucks, to eat? He's going for whatever's there. He's grabbing
Well,
anything.
that's funny that you mentioned that, because one of his videos is called Fat Fuck.
Oh, cool.
You know what? Should we?
Dude, there's half a dozen videos of him just getting into shit with people.
And it's always him taping it himself?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But this bagel story, he was not taping it himself.
Please, can we watch Fat Fuck next? Please.
Should we just go straight to Fat Fuck?
Finish it, or
what do you want
Let's
to
finish that. I gotta know if they call the police.
Well, they did. There's a part 2.
It's heating up.
I love that he's like, call the police.
He might be on the spectrum a little bit too.
Well, there's something going on in his brain. I think the spectrum is widened up so that anybody who's a little off gets thrown on there. But he's angry, he's short, and he could be a little racist.
Maybe. Or it could have just been a reaction. I don't know.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
Would a racist person title a video, "Ghetto Hood Rat Cuts in Front of Me to Use Bathroom"?
I think this is more going towards, my theory.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
That's possible.
Fair
Maybe
enough.
going towards my theory.
Is that one of his things?
It might be, Joe.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
I
watch
don't like
that.
foreigners. What country you from?
Oh, you're right. There you go.
He literally just said, I don't like foreigners.
There you go.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll rewind just a little bit because I feel like that was taken slightly out of context, but maybe not.
Yep.
He did make the proclamation he doesn't like foreigners.
There goes my theory. I was trying to look out for the little fella, but he blew that apart.
What would you say is worse? Somebody saying, hey, man, how tall are you? Or you making the announcement, I don't like foreigners?
I would say that's probably just slightly more ignorant, because this guy asked a rude question.
He did.
But not even probably intending to hurt him.
Probably not.
No. How mad would this guy get if the guy just went, "You're acting like a spoiled brat"?
I mean, he just looked at him and he goes, "You want me to pick you up?"
You're crying, dude. Something you would. Dave Attell had a very funny joke many years ago. He goes, something about something about I walked up and I saw a midget crying. You ever see a midget crying? It's like, what's wrong, little fella? What can't you reach? Damn, Dave's funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, is he good?
All right, let's go back to it.
Go to the police station.
For what?
For me.
I'm gonna call him next for harassment, because that's what you're fucking doing. You're harassing me.
All right.
What if I came up to the counter and go, "I don't like foreigners"?
Okay, hit pause.
Oh, he said, what if? You know what?
Okay. He said, what if?
I'm glad we backed up because he's not saying that. He's saying, what if I
Yep.
don't like foreigners?
Context is king.
Yeah.
Would you like me to ask you that question? Would you? If I came up to the counter, do you want?
He's a sorry.
Do you want? No, he's not sorry. He's not sorry.
By the way, hit pause for a second. I'm sorry. The guy with the mustache, he's still enjoying the hell out of it.
He's loving this.
The guy who said it, the man who actually asked him about his height, he's gotten a little serious. He's not having a good time anymore.
No, he's not.
But his coworker, who's got the phone just in case he's got to call the cops, he's got an ear-to-ear grin.
Because his coworker's not the one he's mad at, so the coworker can just enjoy.
He's enjoying
watching his dumb friend get yelled at for a nosy question.
Well, the red shirt guy is going to get an earful after the short guy leaves, because then the other guy's going to be like,
You don't
let
have
him-
my back?
You let him talk to me like that?
Yeah, you could have fucking helped me out.
Yeah, they're basically a married couple at this point. You work in the fucking midnight to 6 a.m. at
Right.
7-Eleven.
He said toilet country.
Yeah.
I wipe that stupid last smirk off your face. It ain't funny. It's not funny. Fuck you. What are you laughing at?
Yeah, the other guy's
What are you
laughing now,
fucking
too.
laughing at?
I'm laughing. That is my.
You're not sorry. You're full of shit. How can you sit here and make fun of somebody
Okay, go
and then
to
all of a
police
sudden you're sorry? You're not sorry, dude.
Go police station.
I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna
Do you
call
think,
the fucking
you think this guy
He's
likes
had
being
enough.
dismissed?
No.
The little guy likes being dismissed.
And he doesn't like that people are laughing when he's angry.
And he goes, it's my personal matter. Why are you laughing? That's my personal matter. I get to laugh. Go to the police. Goodbye.
Yeah, this guy's literally like, I don't even care if they could arrest me for this. Go get him.
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah. Take your
I'm
donut,
done.
go to the police station.
Please, can we watch Fat Fuck?
Hang on, I've been informed
So there's a part two right there. When the
there
police
it is.
actually
Sorry.
come all the way
Part
to the
one
right.
was great. I mean, I would love to see a little bit of part two.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I'm
tough you
jumping
on
the gun.
Okay. Now what's going on in part two? Travis, what's the setup here?
The police have arrived.
Okay, the police
Oh,
are here.
someone called the fuzz.
To provide law and order.
Yeah.
Okay.
now with the fucking cops here. Okay? You want to harass me? Huh? Where's the other guy? Get him over here. Where is he?
Orange shirt, no
Get
longer
him
laughing, no longer finds it amusing.
Cops are here now.
There's probably 15, 20 minutes till the cops.
He can't
finally show
believe
up.
that this is happening. The police are probably
Yeah.
like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? It's 6 in the morning.
You think this is the first call they've gotten from him?
No.
The,
No.
the guy from the cover of the pizza box doesn't think it's funny anymore.
Over here. Get him over here. I'm tired of this bullshit, bro. I'm tired of this.
The cops are now
You wanna
telling
go
the
outside?
little guy
I'll
to
go
relax.
outside. Oh, they didn't tell you what's going on? This is the second, look, I had a big account that I lost over bullshit. I have my own cleaning company. I'm really upset at that. Now I'm living in my car because I didn't get along with my landlord. She treated me like shit. So,
Everyone treats him like shit. Okay.
When everyone is the problem, everyone is not the
He had
problem.
a clean. So yeah, he lost a business.
Yes.
He lost a business, and then he maybe did have a lot of money at one point, or the potential to make a decent amount of money.
Probably potential.
Lost it, and then he is fucking just can't take it anymore. Everything's
and
going
his
wrong for
landlord.
this guy.
Landlord
his
kicked him out.
He probably has just rage issues, and
Mhm.
it's like I get why you'd be mad, but you can't lash out at everybody.
I have a different interpretation. I think his cleaning company is literally one of those, like, when you answer the ad in the paper and it's like, go into business for yourself, and then you go and you rent like a wet
maybe.
vac,
Maybe.
and you have to drum up like your own. You know what I'm talking
And he
about?
can't pay off the wet vac.
I think honestly, I really like this. Come on,
That's why he
man.
says when he lost a big account, that's probably some guy who said, "Will you come over to my house to clean the carpet?"
Yes.
Actually, we don't need you to.
I don't believe there was any account. I believe he's a fucking loser.
I do believe he got kicked out of his apartment.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I believe that, but I don't think I think
all
he's
the
a
work-
guy that takes everything and makes it sound like he's. How many guys in New York are like that, by the way? My friend, I'm a professional. I'm a businessman. It's like, no, you're not.
You're not.
You hang out in front of a bodega.
Right.
Shut up.
And all of this stuff, whether business issues, getting kicked out of his apartment, issues in the store, at 7-Eleven, issues in the bagel store, it's all him. It's all his issue.
Yeah.
He's the problem.
The landlord treated me like shit. Women tell me that it is everybody else is telling me everybody else. And it's like, dude, you got to take some fucking hit for this.
We've been around people.
You're angry.
Yeah.
I agree.
You're angry at everybody.
You know what I noticed recently, too? When you point a finger at somebody, there's actually 3 fingers pointing back at you.
I've said that many
Holy
times,
shit.
except I didn't say that. I always said whenever you point at somebody, there's always a thumb pointing at someone on your left. So that's my point.
It's a good point, too.
But Joe's quote is better.
Both are accurate.
Yeah.
So I'm getting to that. So I'm already pissed about that as it is. Okay? So when I worked the big account in Farmingdale about 2 weeks ago, at 2 in the morning, I went to get a coffee. This guy goes, "How tall are you?" Now I come in here and this guy asks me, "What is your height?" This guy. I can't even come in here and get a fucking coffee without being harassed. Okay? I'm depressed enough as it is, and I was in Stony Brook at one point for depression for my height. I come in here 5 in the morning to get a fucking coffee, and this guy here...
Everything, but he's just...
His height is not the reason he's depressed. No. I hate to become a therapist just by watching 2 YouTube videos. His height is not the reason he's depressed.
It's part of it. Yeah. It's his thing, man. It's his fucking... It's the curse.
There are plenty of people who are not raging in every store that they go into.
He's handling it badly.
And are short.
Yeah, he's handling it terribly.
He's got far more issues than the fact that he's honestly probably 4'10" and a half.
He probably got bullied so fucking much.
And bullying.
Out on Long Island.
Look, I got the shit bullied out of me as a kid.
I find that difficult to believe, Joe.
I'm not saying I don't feel for the guy, but I mean, it's like to be a ball of fucking blind rage over it. It's
just
a little, come on, man.
But being short and the girls laughing at you like fucking...
Yeah, but the girls are probably laughing at him because he's short and he acts like this. They're not laughing at him because he's short.
But growing up, I mean, when you're a kid going to high school, they just fucking torment you.
Sure, it sucks.
We
but
fucked with short dudes like that. He would have got tormented.
Big deal. You guys, I mean, the things that happened to you as a child are downright tragic.
Exactly, and look at me.
You're doing great, Jim.
I'm funny, but I'm a fucking a disaster. I mean, I don't yell at everybody. I don't have rage like that.
You're doing great.
Life on the outside is very good, yes, but it affects you in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. What I'm saying is this guy clearly has there's some mental hang up going on. He's going around videotaping altercations with everybody he fucking runs into, and they're putting them online.
Yeah.
I mean that goes beyond.
He's putting them online, which is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he thinks he's right.
Off.
He thinks he's right.
He thinks he's right in all these things. He has no shame in calling the police and trying to press charges because a man asked him, "How tall are you?"
Can I read something somebody on the phone said?
Yeah, unless you want me to just go to him.
Yeah,
it's just very funny.
Which line is it?
The joke that Vinny on 4 made is I thought was very
all right,
funny.
Vinny, you're on the program.
Yeah, Vinny in New York.
Vinny, welcome to the program.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey,
hello.
Bud.
Well, I mean, clearly this guy is a little racist because he's 4'11".
That's great.
You're right.
Great. I love it.
You know, I would love to
Good
boo you
call.
for that, but you know what? I gotta say,
Okay.
good one.
That's a good okay, right?
God damn a good one.
Yeah.
I like jokes like that.
All right, let's see how the cops handle this terrible situation of harassment.
And then he's laughing. I have it on another video. This guy's smirking. He thinks it's funny. What do you gain out of asking me how to... Okay, and he never answered my question. I told you how tall I am, right? Now, what are you gaining out of that?
I am 30.
You did say that, but I don't believe it. 2 minutes later, you're... What do you want? I want to file harassment charges.
There's no such thing.
That's bullshit.
The cop is like, "There's no such thing."
And he goes to the cop. He goes, "That's bullshit."
Yeah.
Oh my!
The cop's like,
God.
"What do you want me to do?" He goes, "File harassment charges." The cop's like, "There's no such thing as that."
My favorite thing the cop said was when he goes, "I'm mad about it. Enough about my account. I'm living in my car." And the cop goes, "Why am I here?" Like, get to the fucking point.
Because the cop is another one. Probably if it's 5:30, you got to imagine he's at the end of his shift.
Yep.
He's exhausted doing a night shift.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's had to deal with? You know, overnight in Long
Domestic
Island.
violence charges and fucking fights.
Yeah.
And this guy yelling with a fucking coffee that's too big for his hand.
Trying to get a grip at the very, very bottom of the cup.
Yeah.
The narrow end.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If I ask the girl how big her tits are, is that harassment?
The cop is, by the way, a lie. He looks like a fat version of the fucking cop from Terminator 2.
Yeah.
By the way, this poor cop, because he goes, no, because no matter what this guy said, if he said, if I grab the girl's pussy, is that harassment? The cop would have went, no.
No.
It's not.
No, it's not. And he's got the second cop with him, of course. You need backup.
Sir, why are you holding that inner tube? It's a donut!
Sexual harassment is much different.
Well, let me tell you something. I am fucking fed up. Everywhere I go, I get a goddamn coffee.
Oh, my God. Did you see what just happened?
He just wants to be heard.
He goes, I'm fucking fed up. The cop, who's much taller than he is, you could tell because he got to angle up, is sitting there. And when he goes, I'm fed up with this, he shrugs his shoulders, puts his hands in the air like, why would I care?
Yeah, what do you want from me?
Why? I don't care.
This guy's a cop. People want to shoot cops, and he's like, I got to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't.
What the fuck am I putting up with?
His angle of the cop looks like when Santa Claus puts his boot in Ralphie's face in a Christmas story.
So then I asked him, and then I answered this question because I have it on video, right? So I go, "What country are you from?" You wouldn't want me asking you that, right? Shut up, I'm talking. And then you didn't even answer my question. You couldn't answer my question, and you want to know why? Because you shut up, I'm talking.
See, he wants to be the boss.
He does.
He wants to be in charge and dominating and powerful, and that's why he says, "Shut up, I'm talking." When he knows the guy can walk over and slap him in the face.
Dude, this is going to be bad now that all this is being uncovered and found. Like, this thing is going to coast through the weekend, if not longer. Like, he's going to be a meme for a while.
Yeah.
And he's not going to enjoy it whatsoever.
And people are quickly finding this. His subscriber count just keeps going up and up.
I mean, if you and Super Agent Tony Burton found it at the same time,
wow,
not good.
No,
Not
this
good.
guy's about to hit chocolate rain level internet.
Yeah. It's tough too because of all the turnover. I'll tell you, you know who's the happiest person that this guy exists? Every member of the family that got in a fight at Toontown in Disneyland.
I'm the condo guy.
Nobody cares anymore.
No one.
Hey, did you hear about Condo Chris? Who cares? What about the man in the 7-Eleven?
Let's see the end of this, Felix. I want to see Fat Fucks before we finish.
Okay.
Fat Fucks is probably his best work.
There's so many that I want you guys to watch.
We might have to dip back into this next week.
So many are like less than a minute too.
Unless you want to jump out of here, because nothing's going to happen.
Well, I want to know what
I kind of want to
ends.
finish this.
Yeah, let's finish.
And then we could also, we don't need to go long. We can save the rest for,
Because you can't take a dose of your own medicine.
All right.
That's why.
We're good. All right, listen.
I'm fucking fed up.
They said sorry. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't believe this fucking sorry. I want to file some kind of a report or something. Anything. Anything.
We can take a report.
I don't care. Anything. Anything. Because every time that something happens to me, there's never a remedy for me. Well, that's bullshit.
All right, well, guess what?
What?
People are allowed to joke. And you know what?
He's not joking.
Oh, my God. You know what sucks?
That's not what you want to hear from the cop.
Especially when they're so much taller than
People
you.
are allowed to joke.
I mean, he can barely get the cop's full head in the shot.
Yeah.
It looks like he's filming this from his shoes.
That cop looks like he is really not going to tolerate this much longer.
Yeah, it's funny. The other cop, like the backup cop, is sitting there like, we can file some kind of report. But the first one is like, no, we can't.
Joking's okay.
Yeah, people are like, guess what? People are allowed to joke.
That's the last thing he wanted to hear from this DeStefano.
Yeah.
Yeah, this cop is everyone that bullied him in high school. Yeah.
Funny. It's not funny. I don't think it is. What I'm
Do
saying.
you hear what he said? The cop said he don't think what you said is funny. Did you hear that?
Can you stop and listen to me for a second?
Dad.
There's nothing that could be done though. I'll write a report and basically it's all I'm gonna say is somebody made a comment that you don't like. That's it.
Then go right ahead.
Okay?
Go right ahead.
Let's go outside then.
Okay, we're done here? We're done here? Good.
Oh, my God.
Wasting the cops' time. You can't fuck with the cops are. Come on.
But I mean, when you don't ever learn from this stuff, it's like. So you know what we should do?
Let's just see Fat Fucks.
Please do not deprive me of Fat Fucks.
How long is Fat Fucks?
Fat Fucks is 2 minutes. It's right there.
Just click on it for a minute. We got it. Come on. I
gotta go. I gotta drive.
Let's watch it.
We'll just give a little taste of it then.
All right.
And then we're going to, here's what we need to do.
Rob's downloading all these videos.
Then we're good.
All right.
Then we're good. But
Before
we'll
they
get
get taken down.
Exactly. He's gonna shut down his channel. We're downloading the videos now, so we will absolutely dig deeper
into this.
I mean, there's neighbor threatens to punch the shit out of me.
Oh, come on.
There's Patchogue Library in denial.
Oh my God, Joe, you want to come back on Monday?
I was just about to say, can I please come back and do?
Give me a little Fat Fucks.
You want a little
Fat Fucks?
Okay, little Fat Fucks.
Yeah, ragging on my height all day, you fat fuck. Yeah, you're big tough, ragging on a fucking midget, right? You fat piece of shit. Really? She's gonna make this shit up? You're a fuck. And you know what? All you girls go for the big bullies. You know what? Big tough guy Reagan on me.
Are you kidding me?
Why would she make that shit up? Ask her.
Okay. I don't know what
I see her.
And he snitches on her immediately.
He does, and
he rats on her immediately.
And he didn't even hear the guy say anything. He
Holy
didn't even actually hear
shit.
this guy say anything to him, and he's back to complaining about the girls. This isn't a guy that had a bad day. This is a guy who's like this every
And
single day.
He's saying her. Is that his girlfriend?
No, it's just some girl in the bar probably said.
You know
he's
how I know
ragging
it's-
it.
you know
Fuck
how-
her too for snitching.
Well, but because somebody is taping for him in the bagel shop.
Yeah, that was not
No,
for
no, no.
him. That was about him.
Yeah, the
Oh,
bagel-
that was somebody
That
who
had
just
to do with
caught
him.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who knew that he had a whole series of this?
Okay.
Let me see what happens. I have to know.
Kids
I have to know.
What did I say? Now I'm getting serious. Anybody else want to rag on my height? She said you open your mouth and she opened his fucking mouth.
Me?
Yeah, that's what she said. She said she heard you say it and you said something. Both of you. She fucking heard it when I went to the bathroom.
Oh, she's with him.
Fuck you, dude. I am getting out. But I want to drop my last 2 cents. You think she's gonna make shit up like that? Chris,
Why did I we been breaking?
I don't know. Ask him. Her. What's the problem?
Dude, they know each other.
Wait, oh that
They know. He's saying Chris. He's talking to him by
He's
name.
probably there all the time.
Yeah,
and he's still flipping out
But
on
then,
him.
then this girl who he's with said that he was. She shouldn't have. But I guess let me hear what she says. What did he say?
Maybe she just like, honestly, if I was hanging out with Chris, I would probably every
Get
day
him all riled up.
go like, hey,
Yeah.
Chris, you hear what DeRosa just
Yeah,
said? DeRosa
yeah.
just said you were short.
Yeah,
This guy, yeah. It's like putting a quarter in the fucking machine.
course,
dude.
yeah.
This is amazing.
Slow night at the bar. Yeah, hey, Chris, Troy's over there saying that chicks like him more than you. Oh, really?
Jesus Christ.
I want to hear the girl's explanation because she knows what happened.
Okay.
I didn't know. First of all, I didn't see who you were with. I saw you. I looked, and you were in the light here.
I don't care. Listen, you can't call me anything. You can't call me anything, you fucking cracker.
Oh, she called him a cracker. It's
All
a
right,
mess.
so we know he's not racist because he's best friends with a black lady.
So maybe
That's
he's
true.
not. Maybe he's not with her. Maybe she just. Who the fuck knows?
Maybe she heard him call her something and then said, well, you know what? I'm going to get the little guy all mad to get the revenge for me on Fat Fuck.
Right.
Let's save the rest for
Fat Fuck looks like he has said things about people behind their ex.
I'm so glad that
Jesus Christ. The little guy. Is he fucking a Jew's wife?
I'm so glad that Tony Burton alerted to us to the fact that all this was going on. We're going to have a lot more to get into next week.
What is the channel called? Or his channel?
Tell him off the air so we get all the videos
Yeah,
out before.
oh, okay.
Plus, I don't like outing people's. We're watching the videos, but I don't like people in these stores. I don't like saying their real names on the air.
We don't want them harassed. We don't want their lives to be.
Yeah, although this guy, it seems like
It's going to be tough to avoid. He's
Yes.
going to have a terrible weekend, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Has his subscriber count gone up at all?
By hundreds.
Okay. Okay. And this isn't even. Why
Just
would
refresh the page. I'm just curious.
Why would he upload all this?
It's crazy to upload this because he really, like you say, he thinks he's right.
Yeah, it's going up.
Yeah,
it's going up. And I mean, and that's just the subscriber. This is one of those things that in 24 hours, all the view counts will update properly, and he's going to be surprised.
Shit. Craigslist con artist.
There's
so many.
Romeo goes crazy in Delhi.
We're going to have the entire box set ready for
Yeah.
Monday.
Well, he
I
is
promise
really
you that.
yells a lot.
I can't wait. I might even not watch them until Monday. Just for the,
I'm going to watch. I'll treat myself to one.
You
I'm going to treat myself.
Well, Joe DeRosa, it's always awesome seeing you. Of course,
great to see you.
Your podcast is called "We'll See You in Hell." It's available on iTunes. Although you don't do it anymore.
No, we're just on hiatus right now
okay.
because
But
I'm out here.
Subscribe.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
around,
okay,
yeah.
so
and then
subscribe
Burr and I are
and-
doing Uninformed again too.
Oh, on Patreon, right?
Well, we did 12 on Patreon and then we just released them publicly through All Things. I think through All Things Comedy, but they're on
Okay.
iTunes and everything. But Burr and I we're bringing Uninformed back, like hopefully full time. So.
Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see DeRosa in Los Angeles, July 20th. Can I Kick It at Legion Post 43? And where was the other gig in Rochester?
Carlson.
Comedy at the Carlson.
Comedy at the Carlson.
Comedy at the Carlson, Rochester. Great gig.
August 8, 9, 10.
Awesome.
And I got Montreal the 27th. I got Columbus, Ohio coming up. I got Timonium, Maryland coming up. And if you want, just go to my Twitter or Instagram. The Jeffrey Epstein jokes that I did for the first time are up. And it's a true bomb.
And don't forget, If you want to see us at Just for Laughs in Montreal, July 24th and 25th, email jimandsamshow@gmail.com. Or I know Travis is going through his DMs right now on Twitter. So if you want to hit up at Travis Teft, his DMs are...
Email's fine.
We'll do the DMs at Travis Teft on Twitter. The DMs are open. You don't even have to follow him. And you could just
then
hit
I
him.
just got to put it in another Word doc. It's better.
You can just hit him up on DM. That'll work. We'll see y'all later. Goodbye.